YouTube channel. I'd like him to introduce himself, and yeah, go ahead, bro.
All right, so for those of you guys that don't know me, my name is Mosa from the Homieshub. I'm a Nigerian American. I've been living overseas for the past 2 years. Just got back to the Matrix a couple of days ago. I spent a lot of time in Colombia, a lot of time in Thailand, Asia in general. So, a couple things that we're gonna talk about today. Shout out to
All right,
everybody
cool, cool.
else.
Oh, cool. I didn't realize you're Nigerian as well.
Yeah, man. I
I
felt
didn't
like
even
your
realize,
temperament
bro.
changed a little bit about me once you realized I was Nigerian. You was like, oh, okay, all right, like
Nah, I was just surprised, bro. Like I was just like, raw, like, oh, okay. Because like obviously, what, like in recent times, there's a lot of like hostility going on between, Black Americans or FBA and foreign blacks, quote unquote. And so, like, when you said that you was Nigerian, I was like, oh wow, okay, that was a surprise. Like, but I mean, it wouldn't have made much difference anyway, man. I mean, to the way I see it, if you're in a country like Colombia or wherever, you're in a foreign country where it's not predominantly black. I mean, it's not going to really make much difference if you're a Black American, Nigerian. It ain't gonna, especially if you're an African or Caribbean and you have like a first world accent.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
yeah, man. But yeah. So basically, I came across your channel because I like to watch videos where Black guys are going to different countries and they're talking about their experiences with women, etc., etc. I find it to be really, really interesting. I'm a guy that I've always been able to get girls since I was like 13 years old. Do you get what I'm saying? So like, when I hear other guys' experiences, I feel like it makes me more aware of what's going on outside of myself. Do you get what I'm saying? So like, right. I make it a point to understand other people's experiences, and then you start to notice that there's a lot of patterns going in the world. You notice there's a lot of patterns, especially in certain environments. There's certain patterns, especially pertaining to Black men or Black people in general. So So yeah, I came across your chat, some of your videos, and you've been around, man. You've been doing a lot, bro.
Yeah. Man, I mean, so I've been watching you for a couple years, bro. I think I really started watching you at the start of my like Colombia journey, but I think overall, I think you have a little bit of a temperament that like Black men are not really a preferred group when it comes to dealing with foreign women. I just wanted to like clarify like how you actually feel about that. Like, what are your like current sentiments when it comes to dating?
Okay, I think that basically most people stick with their own. That's what I think. So with that being said, and a lot of the stereotypes and negative imagery that is put out there pertaining to Black men, it would make sense that the majority of non-Black women probably wouldn't make Black men their first choice. And I think that's not really a wild, conclusion or evaluation. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Especially for the fact of, commonly Black people are seen as socioeconomically lower, and again, a lot of the stereotypes that are attached to black people in general. Most women are hypergamous. Most women want to date or be attached to a man that is perceived to be winning. Do you get what I'm saying? So yes, there, of course, we have examples of Black men who are successful, money, etc., etc. But on the grand stage, I think that black people in general, we're still seen as not as desirable as it may seem in the media. Do you get what I'm saying? Because I think in the media they show a lot of interracial dating and blah blah blah, which obviously it happens a lot, but still the majority of people stick with their own. They stick with what they're familiar with, what they grew up with, what they know that their families are going to be okay with. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's not necessarily that no black man can get a Colombian girl or Thailand chick, or no black guy can get a Becky. Absolutely not. I've done lots of interracial dating myself, lots of it. Like, do you get what I'm saying?
Okay, so I just had to ask that because I feel like a couple months ago, because I did cover the video, I'm like, damn, like, you know.
Yeah, I saw your video.
Yeah, I don't know if you've ever left and went to a Spanish country, but I'm like, the way you talking about the difficulty for black men, it's just not the reality in Colombia. Obviously, right? I have things working for me, right? I got the passport, so it's like women meet me and they go, he's American, so they give you more of a chance. But I do agree, women tend to stick to their own. So, you know, I can't really argue that, because that's just human nature in general.
Yeah, it's just a familiarity thing. Like, you know, you stick with, you know, you feel safe with what you know. It's familiar to you. And again, like, people, a lot of times, women in particular, they don't want to rock the boat. Do you get what I'm saying? So they ain't gonna really want to step out there knowing that probably their family is not really gonna be cool with it. You know, probably they might have close relatives that don't think favorably of black people, etc., etc. So, you know, a lot of times these women, they'll just think, you know what, why am I gonna, you know, go this extra yard to date a black guy when I could just date one of my own, or maybe a white guy? Because, you know, a lot of times white guys do have an advantage in that respect. Yeah, it just makes it is what it is. Like, do you get what I'm saying? But again, it's not to say that it's completely impossible. I would never say that. That's stupid, because again, I've had white girlfriends. You know what I mean? Like, I've done a lot. I've been messed with girls in other countries. Like, that's it. Like, but I haven't done South America though. I ain't done. So this is why you're here. So you got to set the record straight, bro. So yeah, so like, let's jump into it, man. But actually, I got a bone to pick with you. I didn't like that thumbnail, man. I didn't like that thumbnail, bro. I was like, oh no.
Now that AI got you down to the T. I'm like, this might be the first AI generation where it actually looked like the dude. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. But talk to me, man. Tell me how you feel.
It wasn't the face. It wasn't the face. It was the hand in the face. The girl's hand in my face. I was like, what? Oh my god. But yeah, no, but go on. Let's get into it. So yeah, let's start from the top, man. How did you even start traveling? Like, what made you travel? Did you travel on your own? Like, let's get into it. How did you get to South America? Because that's some place where I always thought of I would like to go myself. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I mean, my first time out the country, I went to Canada. My second time, I had went to London. And when I had went to London, I met up with a Pakistani girl. She, you know, hosted me at her crib. We had a good relationship, but it was something very similar to the conversation that we having now, right? She would never be able to be with me because she's from Pakistan, she's Muslim, I'm African, I'm Christian, but she still wanted to basically enjoy that intimacy with a black man before she'd have to go. It's funny because her parents were out of country looking for a husband for her. So while they were gone, right, she was dabbling, you know, and you know, she kind of let me know, like, hey, I've never really been with a guy before, which I thought was a load of nonsense. But as you know, as the week went by, I'm like, man, I don't think you've ever been with a guy before, let alone a black dude. So, you know, it kind of opened me up there to like, all right, everyone isn't as open as Americans are. Because when it comes to Americans, we very open. Like, it don't matter who it is.
So finally, hold on. So you telling me, yeah? And I just changed the angle. I just realized I could make it go closer. I'm so dumb. You mean to tell me you had this Indian chick, yeah? She hadn't messed with no guys, and you was the first.
Yeah.
Damn.
She was definitely a virgin. Definitely a virgin. So, you know what I'm saying? She was, so I'm like, okay. But she just had to keep letting me know, like, this is taboo. Her friend kept reinforcing to me, like, yeah, she's never really been, like, she's unsure if she likes guys or girls, but just because of, like, I guess her culture, she's got to marry somebody from Pakistan. She's got to marry another Muslim guy. So she just let me know like this wouldn't go past whatever we got going on right now, which I didn't care. You know what I mean? So
okay,
yeah.
okay. That's crazy, man. You set her up, man. That's for the rest of her life. Because once they go black, they never go back. That's what the word is, isn't it?
And see, that's why like we got to get into it. Like, I know I got to break down the whole like Colombian thing, but I just feel like, do you acknowledge that women have dual mating strategies? And I think black men fall into a pretty interesting pocket. I think women enjoy us sexually, but
Yeah.
when it comes time for what they have to present to the world, I think that's the only time white men have an advantage. I think everywhere else, I don't think white men are winning in terms of dating internationally. I don't think so.
I would agree that the physical intimacy aspect, black men, we do have a very big advantage. Along with the stereotypes of having the BBC, the corn industry, etc., etc. It's like when you're out and about and you may be with your friends who are non-black, then they always make jokes. Oh, you got a big willy,
Right.
And like non-black women as well, they will always have those kind of talks, like them kind of talk. So yeah, no, definitely. But then at the end of the day, it's like it depends what your mission is as the guy, because if you're a black guy and your mission is to garner respect and be seen as a serious option, then that may not be an advantage. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, because just because a woman is looking at me as in a sexual way, that doesn't mean she respects me, bro. Because the same way as us guys, we can come across women that we want to sleep with them. We really are incentivized to sleep with them, but you will never be my girlfriend. You will never be my wife. You will never be the mother of my children, and you will never meet my mum ever.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Do you get what I'm saying? So it's a thing of like us black guys, we do live up to that, and we do enjoy that whole aspect of women look at us as having this sexual prowess. But bro, like, is that really respect though? Because I just see it as they view you as a toy. You might as well be a toy.
Well, let me ask you this: if you were dating a chick and she lets you know that she had no incentive or desire to sleep with you, but she would love for you to be her husband, do you think you would feel differently? Do you still feel like she would like respect you?
She has no incentive to sleep with me, but wants to be my husband, my wife.
Yeah, she has no desire. She's not sexually attracted to you at all, but she respects
that doesn't
you a
even
lot.
compute. To me, that don't even compute, because that how would a woman, like, unless she just wants to use me, which I always put myself in a position with women where I can't be used,
right?
So it's just like it just doesn't compute in my head, because it just can't happen. Like, I wouldn't be in that position. Like, I just don't even understand it, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? So, like, the only women I ever deal with are women who show high interest and usually physical interest. Do you get what I'm saying?
So look, you don't see how that's already contradicting yourself, because the first synopsis is we don't, these women are really sexually attracted to us because we're black. And trust me, I'm gonna tie this back into me being inside of Colombia, because that's how I started making sense of this, right? So we don't like that, because okay, you only see me as a toy, but then at the same time, if she doesn't show that she has that intimate interest, it's like, well, I'm wasting my time here because you're not really attracted to me. So if you're not really attracted to me, you just want me to be your husband, you want me to be the provider, then you fall into the, I don't want to be the beta male cuck provider, while she goes off with the, like the guy with the BBC that's going to pleasure her. And I feel like as men, especially black men, we tend to self-sabotage ourselves in that realm. Right.
I think that in terms of like genuine attraction, there would be a balance. So yes, the woman would want you physically, but she would want more than just that. There would be an element of she respects you. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, and that's outside of what's in your pants. Do you get what I'm saying? That because like, okay, like, put it like this, yeah. if the woman, yeah, she likes sleeping with you, but she doesn't respect you, that's the type of woman that will cheat, bro. Because what if there's a situation where you can't sleep with her, you can't do the intimacy, maybe you got injured or you're hurt or you're tired or blah blah. She'll be looking at you, well, that's the only function you're here for, and you're not performing that, and I don't really care about you like that. Let me just go and find some other BBC to jump on. Do you get what I'm saying? Now, if there's balance where she actually respects you, yeah, she's gonna sleep with you, she's gonna fuck you, but she still has that loyalty, respect, admiration, all of them kind of factors in it going into that as well, and she actually cares about you as well. Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah, that's my take on that.
So I want to tie that back into me going to Colombia, right? So I'm gonna just cut to the chase. I had went to Colombia because I just felt like I wasn't getting the level of woman that I wanted for where I was at in my life. So I was working corrections. I was making like $80,000 a year. Plus I had a side business. So that was putting me just under 6 figures every year. And I felt like in the part where I was working, single, no kids, got my own crib, own car, I'm just not getting, like, I have women, right? I can go on these dating apps and I could do like whatever, but I'm just not getting the beauty standard that I feel like what I'm making should match, right? Now this is gonna sound backward because, like, why would you go to a third world country? If you've ever been to Colombia,
I understand it 100%.
Yeah,
but carry on.
It's a total difference. I've been back in the States 5 days and I'm like, wow, like the femininity you see in Latin America is just outrageous compared to what you're gonna see here. But as I was there,
can I ask you some questions though before you hold that thought? Because I need to ask these vital questions, bro. Like, you get what I'm saying? Because I know the road you're going down, bro.
Okay.
Like, I know. I feel like I've known you for long. Like, I know you, yeah. But listen, I've got to ask these vital for the audience as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, because I think this is a very common situation for a lot of guys, especially in America. Like, bro, I lived in America. I did the fight. Like, you probably have heard me say this before. I lived in America 5 years. I did college football. I was a college athlete. I did all of that. I've got family that lived there. And like, for my experience living there, messing with girls, having a girlfriend every single year I was there, different girlfriend. And like, bro, like the American dating market is savage. Like, if you're not a certain archetype of guy, you better have money. And if even with money, you're just getting used, you are going to get used. Like, so it's like the average man, especially the average black guy, you're playing a kind of a crazy game, bro. Like, so I'm going to ask you these questions. Yeah. So you said that, like, you know, you was working corrections, you was making X amount of money. Cool. Yeah. You had the stuff patterned. You had your stuff laid down. Yeah. Like, how tall are you?
I'm 6 foot.
Okay, you're 6 foot. Cool. Yeah. So at that time when you was thinking about how your situation, you're not getting the level of looks that you wanted, was you in shape?
No. I was.
Would you say that was a big factor? That's a huge, bro. That's a huge one in my book.
Let me ask you a question, because I've heard your commentary on my looks, bro. So just keep it a bean, keep it straight, right? Keep it a bean, keep it straight.
That's why you did that thumbnail, bro.
Do you think somebody who is as big as me is catching one night stands ever with women in Florida, Miami, Orlando?
I think anything's possible.
But do you think it's probable?
Do I think it's something that, okay, are you going to be, if you're going to be an overweight black guy, yeah, and you're in Miami,
it's probably hard.
Your chances,
it's probably hard, right? Like, you're not going to get any.
You in Miami, bro, like, you're competing with Chads, Tyrones, and Chads and Tyrones with money, bro. Like, bro, your chances are low, or you're going to be smashing very low quality, the type of women you don't want, bro. Like,
stay there, because that's gonna bring me right back to Colombia. My mentality at this point in time was, I'm not watching these in shape bodybuilder head ass niggas getting these beautiful women. These women are looking at them like cornballs. I'm watching the women that are in shape, beautiful, look good, baddies, could work in the clubs. They're going for the fat dude with money. They're going for the fat dude that's sipping lean. They're always going to the dude that looks like he's going to trick it off. The in shape, handsome guy, women are intimidated by him. So he might get a girl here and there, but the number I'm running through is definitely more than him, because I got friends like that. I'm like, bro, you don't even know how to talk to women. So it's like you could be as buff and in shape as you want, but you look corny. Like the guy that looks like he's going to provide the good experience, the funny dude. These women at some point in time, when they look a certain way, she look better than everyone. Now, some women feel like they don't even want to be with a guy that doesn't look as good as them. But if you're just playing the dating and hookup culture route, these women are just going to really smash whoever they want. It doesn't matter how they look. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know a lot of buff and shape guys that run through girls. Like even some of the athletes.
No, but I'm not talking about like in terms of like being in shape. I just think being in shape it's just gonna give you an advantage. Just on initial looks, like you like to act like being in shape doesn't make any difference. I think that's I don't, because you got to think about it. Yeah, there's guys that are okay. There's the fat guys that have got money and they look like they can provide lifestyle and all of that. Yeah, of course, I don't disagree with that. But then there's in shape guys that can do that as well, especially if you're in a dating market like Miami, bro. If you're in a dating market like somewhere in California, I mean, bro, like even in London, bro. Like you're a good looking, if you're an in shape guy, and let's say your face card is like you're just average, maybe a little bit above average face card guy, bro. Like them same girls, them same women that are sleeping with those rich fat dudes. They're smashing those guys as well, bro. So again, it depends for you, like what is your mission? Because if your mission is just I just want to sleep with bad bees and I don't care, money ain't a thing, then then it don't matter. Be out of shape and be fat and whatever, innit? But if your thing is you want to smash girls based off, she just wants to smash me, you're gonna have to look the part, bro.
I think, see, this goes back into my conversation about just 304. I know a lot of dudes that flash money, but they don't give any money at all. And they run through the girls. Yeah. And if you ask me who's going to get to the girl faster, the in-shape guy or the guy that's flashy, dressed well, but he's out of shape, I'm going to tell you that the out-of-shape dude with money gets the girl more often than the in-shape guy. Simply because he looks like he got clout and he looks like he has status. Think about it. Like, how many of these like celebrities do you see are actually some in shape, disciplined dudes? It's really dudes that's out of shape, don't really got a friend, or they just don't got muscle. They're not big, but they don't got muscle, but they got clout, they got money, and the girls are flocking there every single time.
So basically what you're saying is that the money men will always get more money, get more girls than Chad and Tyrone.
Yes, every time. I'm telling you
maybe in America.
I'm telling you that.
I think that's a very American mindset.
It is, but I'm saying that as a dude who's I've been in shape my whole life. I didn't really start becoming a bigger guy until I was later in life. But I'm like, I've watched this my whole life, where it's like the really athletic guy, in shape, muscular, whatever. He probably.
No, but when I'm talking about that, I'm talking about like being like, okay. Because I don't want it to be just about, just having muscles. Like you could be an ugly dude and have muscles and get no girls.
That's true.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like I'm talking about, like for instance, you know King 6'8"?
Yeah.
Okay. With King 6'8", do you think that he would be able to beat guys, the fat guy with money, in terms of going for the same girl?
Absolutely not, bro. Because he's in two brackets. He got the money and he has the looks. So that's
no. But they don't know he's got the money, bro. They don't know he's got the money. He literally just walks around. He doesn't even go in the club. Bro, when I first started doing reactions to King 68, he never even used to go in the club. He used to just stand there. And bro, anyone can get a chain. Anyone can get a chain, bro.
Yeah.
That don't mean you got money. It's an image.
He's got both going for him.
There's guys with chains that don't get girls, bro.
Yeah. Pause. He's got both going for him because he actually is a good looking dude and he's 6'8". So that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Say, okay, 6'8" is an extreme, but let's say he was 6 foot. Let's say he was 6 foot, bro. Yeah, he wouldn't stand out as much, but say aesthetically, he still looked the same way, like the same look, the same image. He may not get as many girls as he does now because he's in flipping extreme at 6'8". But bro, what do you think? Women, he wouldn't get no girls. Like,
no, he would get girls, but I'm saying he's gonna lose to the guy with clout and money every time.
Oh yeah, well, clout, that's celebrity.
Every time.
I mean, celebrities, that's a different. That's not even. We can't really use celebrities as a measuring stick because it's like
you don't have to use celebrities. Use guys that got motion in their city. Guys that got motion in their city, that got things going on, that do the event plannings, that, you know, or even just
they're mini celebrities then.
Yeah, but
because they know popularity is a big thing.
Yeah, but that was the angle I had to play in Florida. So because I played that angle, it was easier for me to get the girls because obviously, like, I'm not some super handsome. I'm not ugly, but I'm not some super handsome dude. So you got to play to your strengths. If you could talk to a chick, you got a little bit of clout, you got a little bit of money, I'm gonna run through more girls than you every time. You can be as handsome as you want to be, but girls are gonna be intimidated. They're gonna be like, man, I don't know if that guy. Oh man, I'm not as pretty as him.
Bro. I don't know. I think looks matter a lot, bro.
Looks
matter a lot, bro. Like,
looks matter, bro.
I'm not saying you're 100% wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that, but I think that you're underestimating the power of looks and how women value a good-looking dude, bro. Like,
I think you're underestimating the power of clout and perception. And
no, I'm not. I'm agreeing with you. Yeah, I'm agreeing with you. But I think that a guy, if he's good looking and yeah, you can't be short. I'm just gonna be real for you lot watching.
Right.
If you're short, that is gonna half whatever you got going on. That's gonna put a big dent in it, bro. Like, but if you're over 6 foot, let's say you're 6'3",
yeah,
and you're a good looking dude at 6'3", bro, you're gonna run through a lot of girls, and you'll probably run through girls that have ran through celebrities, bro. Absolutely, bro.
I think on average,
now would the celebrity get a higher frequency of girls? Yes, because he's a celebrity. Even the mini celebrities, because the girls in your city probably heard of you. You've probably smashed their friend. This person's talking about you. Oh, do you know this guy? And that rouses attraction, innit? But like, if we take the celebrity out of it, celebrity status out, yeah, bro, it looks matter, bro. I think looks matter very, very, very seriously.
All right. Stay there. Let's go to Colombia, right?
Yeah.
I've been going to Colombia for 3 years. I spent 2 years, 6 months on and off. And I have this conversation often on my stream. Guys say, hey, you got to look a certain way. You got to dress a certain way. If you step foot in Colombia and you watch what some of these girls look like and the men they're with, they're short, 5'6", 5'7", short, little Mexican-looking dudes with baddies. So how is that happening then? If what you're saying is 100% true across the board?
Yeah, but that's a different culture, bro. That's a different. Those women have been programmed different, bro. But the thing is, no. But listen to what you said. You said, you've said in videos, the women are different to the women when you go back home. Are they not? Yeah, that's what everybody said. Every guy that has talked about going Colombia and said the women are more feminine, they're more respectful to men, they're nicer, they're more blah blah blah. Bro, they have been what's the word? Nurtured, I guess, or something like that. They've grown up a certain way. They've been taught how to act a certain way and how to view the world a certain way. Now, when you're dealing with a first world country like the United States of America or the UK, London in particular, where the women are basically taught to go out there, make your own money, be independent, and then boom, now you can have your pick of exactly who you want. Bro, you're dealing with a different type of woman now. Who they don't actually need you. Well, they in their heads they believe they don't need you. So if I don't need you, I don't need to just deal with the first guy that comes along. He's fat, he's old, he's short. I don't need to deal. I'm gonna go for Chad and Tyrone, and that's what they think. That's why majority of these women are single now, because they don't want to settle. And majority, and I used to do a podcast show, yeah. I used to have loads of women that used to come on the show, and I always used to ask them, yeah, like, do you think the average woman is attracted to the average man? And guess what they said every single time? No. Because the average woman thinks she's better than the average man who she's actually evenly yoked with. That's why society's so messed up now. Most women are all going for the top guys, bro. Whether it is clout, money, looks, whatever it is.
Yeah, but
and most guys are locked out.
If they're not getting with the top guys, whether it's just on the beauty standard or the clout and the money standard, at the end of the day, you have to cancel those out because those are still those anomalies, right? So most women, when they do settle down, have children, get married, they're getting married typically to somebody who's average looking.
Yeah, so, but that's not who they think they're doing the guy a favor though. That's the thing, and those women don't respect those guys. That's why the divorce rate is so high, bro.
No, I listen. I get it, but just stay with me for just 1 second, right? Because this goes back to the same conversation that I'm having with you about most women looking at us as just like kind of objects, right? You're saying, yeah, but that's not really like respectable for her to look at you like that. But then it's like when I flip the question and go, okay, but what if she didn't look at you like that at all and she only wanted to be with you? Then you're going, well, then I'm wasting my time being with her because she's not actually attracted to me. But the guys women spend most of their time with and get into relationships or ongoing flings with just for the sake of YouTube are typically guys that fall in the middle regardless. And I'm like hoping that makes sense. I know that sounds a little bit hard to comprehend because I'm like connecting a bunch of dots. But what I'm basically saying is like, as a black man, or for dudes like me and you probably value the fact of how easily that we could sleep with women. If that's our objective, I shouldn't care about what Tom is doing because he's able to marry and you know, like the woman wants to bring him home faster, because that's not what I'm looking for, right? And then if I'm the regular guy, I don't care if she can be with King 6'8" or be with that guy, because the odds that she's ever going to marry this dude or have children with him are very low. See what I'm saying? So it's like we understand we fall in the median range, but we're like envying the guys on top of the chain, even though that's not a reality for most women. So I don't think the Chad and Tyrone thing matters as much as you think it does. Because on average, women are sleeping with guys like me and you. Women are marrying guys like me and you. They're not going after King 6'8", Chris Brown, Drake. So why care? See what I'm saying?
To be honest with you, I do pretty well with women. I don't really care. I just like to express what I see, the patterns I see in society. And I like to react to what people say and what they say they want and what they're looking for and what they're not looking to put up with. And at the end of the day, it's just like women of the older, back in the day generations, they didn't have that they didn't have the mentality of the modern woman of today in first world countries. I feel like in countries like Colombia, etc., they have more of a traditional mindset. Even if the women are selling box or whatever, they still have a more traditional mindset than women who aren't selling box in first world countries, who basically they've got kind of an easy life. So now, because they've got an easy life and they make their own money, they're very picky, bro. And actually, when you look at how society is in first world countries, it's actually worse than it is in these so-called third world countries in terms of like you know, standard of living and like, you know, interactions with people and stuff like that. I think because even when you said that, when you see a lot of these women in Colombia and they're with short, fat, you know, dudes that like, you know, we would probably look at them like, bro, like you could never take a girl from me and I could take your girl any day of the week. Like, but them guys in those countries, they on the whole, they're probably a lot happier than guys in our countries with more money.
Oh, of course. Of course. They're way happier. Their women are more beautiful. There's not a single one of those guys that would come here and participate in the dating market here. It would never happen.
Yeah.
Never
it's
happen.
Crazy. But let's get into your experience. Like, so when the first time you went Colombia, I wanna know, bro. Like, I want to know everything. I'm gonna put on the screen the girls walking in the, you know, those walkthrough videos. The videos are always funny to me, but I gotta show it, bro. But yeah, but go on, bro.
So, when I first got there, I just noticed off the rip that the women just smell a lot better than American women. Like walking past, like maybe it's just like Colombian women, but when you walk past these women smell incredible. Their hair is done up nice. They're just gorgeous. And a lot of them are in shape. I wouldn't say all of them are in shape, right? You know, some of them can be on like the heavier side, but there's like an elegance to all of them. There's a femininity to all of them. So when I got down there and I started talking to some of the women, naturally me, I'm a guy, if I like something, I'm just going to go talk to her. So it could be a waitress, it could be a girl at the bar, a girl in the supermarket. And I just realized that a lot of those women, my first trip, a lot of those women, when they recognize that you're not from there, they're immediately looking at you like, okay, this guy got some money. So we gon', you know, get on that, right? So it's like, you know, you start trying to hang out with them, and then the conversation starts becoming, oh, I mean, we can go here. I mean, do you think you can help me with this? And then some girls will just straight up tell you, hey, if you want to see me tonight, you got to give me this. Westerners have gone to these countries and have bought their way into romance, right? Like that's just the reality that you're going to deal with. Now, I'm going to tell you something that's probably.
But let me ask you this though. Let me ask you this, bro. Like, if I went there, if I went there, I'm like, I've lived this. As I said, I've lived a certain life in it. I've been very spoiled. Yeah, I've been very lucky, fortunate. However, people want to look at it, for what angle? Yeah. If I went Colombia, are you telling me that I wouldn't be able to get some bad bees without having to pay?
If you don't speak Spanish and you don't know the culture, it'll be very hard for you, bro.
Oh, mad. So
I think if you got to my point.
So if I did Duolingo, yeah, and I did Rosetta Stone, yeah. Like what? So what? You telling me I couldn't get no girls there? Is that what you're saying?
You can definitely get girls without paying, bro, but it's like you getting women in Colombia organically is more difficult for an American or a guy from the UK than it would be if you just went to your local pub and just rizzed on something. And that's just the reality. I be telling dudes like, yo, it's easier to date. Maybe it's not as, you know, you don't like the women as much as you would like them inside of Colombia, but it's easier for you to date and do hookup culture in your home country than it is for you to go to Latin America, because their culture is just too different. Like, these women have men in their life that are from Colombia. They live in Colombia. They were born in Colombia, and they make them pay for their time. And you would never believe me.
You saying they make their own men pay as well?
Yeah. In fact, the biggest purchasers of box in Latin America are other Latin American men. Period. And people don't even know that unless you live there and you see it.
Hold on. Let me ask you this though, because obviously their money is lower than our money or your money as well, yeah?
Right.
So, like, I'm sure they're not paying the premium. Like if a guy from Miami going to Colombia to mess around with baddies, he's gonna pay a higher premium than the local guy, innit?
Yeah, of course. For sure, because that's just common sense.
Like, what would it be like? Like 3x, 5x more?
You're probably looking at 6 to 10x, bro.
Woo!
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my
man.
God, bro.
6 to 10x just because they can. I'm telling you, y'all love Latinas until you go to their home country and see how they really operate. It's like the longer you there, you start realizing, wow, this is a really different culture than where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's
it's
crazy.
different. It's way different, especially like the tables turn when you start finding out that the local men are paying for it. You're like, wait, what? Huh?
Hmm.
Like, yeah, bro. The local men are paying for it more often than anybody else. They're not paying as much
Do you
as
know
you
what
and I
I
are gonna
always
pay.
think? Do you know what I always think? It actually makes sense because you know what I always think when I watch these kind of videos like the one on the screen, yeah?
Yeah.
And it's just like you see the guys, it's like they're not even noticing these girls, bro. Like they literally just walking past them. Like obviously some girls are so hot that the guys will have to look like, oh my God. Like,
Right.
but a lot of the times, like you can tell the local dudes, they're just there. They've seen these girls a million times, like, and it's not a big deal because they know, yeah, I could just have that girl. I could just pay for that if I wanted it. Do you get what I'm saying?
I mean,
Like
it's
I just
that
think that's kind of crazy.
it's that, and it's just the fact that like they can't afford it. So they don't even look at certain girls they know they just cannot afford. You feel me?
Damn,
Like it's that's what it
that's
is.
hard times, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen, just be happy the UK and America hasn't become what like Colombia is, because even though there's monetized dating, it's really
Yeah,
monetized when you go to Colombia. Now it's not all cities in Colombia, because like I said, some women, like their economy's better, they don't have to like rely on that, but a lot of women, they can't find work the way men do. So naturally, how they find work is that if they can be with multiple men, they're going to extract something from multiple men, even if it's their own men. In fact, their own men are who they try to extract from first. Then when the gringo comes, it's just like a lottery ticket. Like, oh, snap, I can get 5 to 10x for doing the same thing that I do with my own local guy for dirt cheap, or sometimes a meal or a ride to the supermarket. They're always leveraging their sexuality, and you'll learn that they've been doing this since the beginning of time. Like they've just been leveraging their sexuality. You feel me?
all
So
right, cool. I hear you. I hear you. All right, cool. So let me ask you this, yeah, like, because obviously you can see these girls on the screen. What would you say? Would you say that like the Latin American women are just like way better looking than like women in your home country, or for what you've seen in the UK, etc., etc.? Because like, bro, like bro, some of these some of these women are average. They're just dressed in a very provocative way, so it makes you kind of lust after them more than if you actually looked at them properly. But then there's some of them that they're like, yo, like she looks like she's straight out of a music video, bro. Like I want to make my
you
own
gotta
kind of
go to
movie.
another video. This is a nasty pocket. Like this don't look like nothing. Go to his latest video and play
This
that.
this 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 video is Parqueleres, bro.
Yeah, I know, but this is like you got waves in Parky Years where it looks incredible. This video is not showing how it usually looked. This is like very low
Oh,
tier.
for real? Like this
Yeah,
video is like on a million views, bro.
yeah, nah, bro.
I don't
This
know.
is not.
Let me change it because
Yeah,
that
go
video
to
was
his
like
latest video and then play that. That'll show
when
you
when
what the
when
talents are looking like.
when I typed in like Colombian girls nightlife, that was the top video that came out, and it was like a million views, bro. I was like, whoa, let me put that in the background. I started it. I saw some girls. I was like, let me put that there.
Let me tell you this though too. The women that walk around Medellin, specifically because that's where that video's from, they typically look better on average than the woman you see in the park. So even if you see some incredible vixen-looking models walking through there, the women that are walking around, they're going to the gyms, they're incredibly more beautiful than the girls that are out there working. And that's why like Colombia, there's nothing like it on the planet. I would love for you to go, bro. I get it. You're not trying to fall into the pocket of tricking and all that, but when you're
Yeah,
in Rome,
I don't
do as the
know, man.
Romans do,
I
bro.
can't, bro.
Bro, I've
Do you know
heard this
what?
a
Because
million
I'd feel like
times.
this. Do you want to know why? Yeah, because like you see me, yeah. I've had girls spend money on me, bro. So it's like Like, what am I doing here,
bro? Get over it.
You get what I'm saying?
Listen. I'm telling you, bro. Your mind is so focused in the realm of being an anomaly. I'm sure you notice. You go anywhere else in the world, you're not having girls really spend money on you. Like, not to say they won't, it won't happen, because in Thailand, I've had girls buy me drinks, but long term, you're gonna be the provider. You just enjoy a world in a first world country where women spend money on you. That doesn't happen anywhere else on the planet.
Yeah.
So
no, I believe you.
It doesn't happen nowhere else. You know what I'm saying? So
especially like, you go into a third world country, they don't even have the money to do that, even if they wanted to do it, bro. Like they couldn't even do it, bro. Like, do you get what I'm saying? But yeah, man. But yeah, carry on, bro. Like, so like the girls, you say like girls that are just walking around, the ones that are not walking around in parking areas, the ones that are just walking around normal, they typically are more beautiful.
They're more beautiful, they're more feminine. A lot of them work a lot of hours. So when I hear first world country women say, "Oh, I would be more feminine if I didn't have to work or do this or provide for myself," I'm like, these women are working probably 2 to 3 times more hours than you per week. They're still feminine. Okay. They're still taking care of their figure. They're still in the gym. But that's because their sexuality becomes a survival mechanism. That's how they survive. They have to be beautiful, because then women.
So they just like this one on the screen.
Yeah, so she's just being like provocative, but some of the women dress like this, some of them don't. They just be wearing their gym attire. They look good, hair long, smell good, good body. Like, the men love their women, trust me, and they have no issue giving them money or taking care of them and things like that, because that's just the culture they've been born into since the beginning.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Let me ask you this, because obviously I like to work out a lot. I box and stuff like that. So if I was going to the gym out there, what's gym like out there? I know I'm kind of derailing a little bit.
That's fine.
But if I was working out, could I pick up girls? Could I do my whole little gym game stuff there, or that don't exist?
So cold approaching is not typical in Colombia. I'm not saying you can't do it, but it would definitely be more difficult. You would have to really socialize, right? Like, socialize. Maybe you and her take turns on the machine, get to know her. But bro, your Spanish is going to need to be so fluent. She almost can't even tell. Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, that's a big hurdle people don't realize, especially inside of like when it comes to Latin America, you have to integrate into them. They're not gonna integrate or open a door for you unless you got money. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just the way they are.
It makes sense, because like even being a guy that speaks English, if you're dealing with a girl that doesn't speak English very well, even if she's good looking, that can get really tedious at best.
Mm-hmm.
So for their point of view, it'd be the same thing. And especially if, they're looking at you as, oh, you're not even going to be here for very long. So,
exactly.
I don't really care like that.
Hold on, bro. Question. Do you know who Marvin Goodley is? Trust fund baddie, dude. Trust fund baddie. Like, never heard of that?
No.
Okay. Marvin Goodley is a dude that basically, he's like a dating coach, right? Dope dude. Met him in Medellin. And while we were out there, he's like 6'2", 6'3", shredded, bro. Shredded, good physique, good looking dude. And he's going up and down Medellin. And he's just like, damn, bro, like, I can't get a single date where these girls are not asking me for money. Because he has that same mentality, right? He's going around thinking, okay, I've had my way in America. The women pay for me. I don't give them nothing. And then he comes to Colombia and realizes that whole mentality just falls apart. And I had to tell him, I'm like, bro, when you're in Rome, do as the Romans do. You're not going to get around here with your looks and your six pack and none of that, because these girls don't care about that, right? Like
that sounds like Nigeria, bro. That sounds like Nigeria. No, for real, you're Nigerian. You know how it goes, bro. Like, in Nigeria, your looks mean nothing, bro. As a man, it means nothing, bro. Like, it's just you need to have money, bro. You need to, So it sounds the same kind of.
Hold on, King. So back to the same thing I'm talking about now. If you're recognizing that happens in Nigeria, and I'm telling you that happens in Colombia, why do you still put so much weight on looks? If you're seeing that some of the most beautiful women don't care for it.
Yeah, again, it depends on your environment, though. because I'm when I make my observations and when I'm talking about what happens primarily and predominantly, I'm talking about in first world scenarios. Do you get what I'm saying? Like I haven't been to Colombia, so like I can only make very surface level generalizations. Do you get what I'm saying? Like based on what I've heard from guys that have been there, you know, guys I know in real life that have been there and stuff like that. And, you know, when I've watched guys like you make videos about it and stuff like that. But yeah, most of everything I'm talking about is based on, you know, my own personal experiences, what I've seen and what I know to be quite consistent in like the UK, in the United States primarily. So, but I do know, obviously, it makes sense that in a low economy country where people are making like $500 a month, obviously the women are going to have a completely different mindset because it's more about survival than, you know, being picky.
Right. So let me ask you this question. Since we've been having this conversation, has your opinion changed even a little bit about Black men's performance overseas? Do you think any of their selection is based on race, color, looks, or do you think they're mainly just going for resources?
All right, what do you think my what do you think my opinion is?
Bro, your sentiment is just...
changed. You're asking me if my opinions changed.
Yeah,
but
bro.
What opinion exactly?
Bro, I just feel like your sentiments is like, man, Black people are just not preferred. As a Black man, she doesn't want you. Is this, that, and the third? The white man's going to perform better. And I'm like, bro, when you actually move overseas, it don't be about none of that. It goes back to how does the public perceive this man I'm with, and does he have money? He could be green.
All right, let me ask you this then. All right, cool. I got you. So let me ask you this, yeah? If you have two men, right?
Yeah.
Similar looks level, if not equal looks level, similar resources, yeah, if not equal. But one's Black and one's white, and you're in Medellin. Who do you think is gonna perform better with the women?
In that case,
Black man or the white man?
In that case, the white guy.
That's all I'm saying, bro.
What? Wait. If you move that to Cartagena, the Black guy.
Why?
Black man's gonna do better. Because they're closer to having African roots.
Okay, so that makes sense. But like that, do you think that represents the majority of the world?
Absolutely. I think if
you think Cartagena represents the majority of the world?
No. I'm talking about I'm talking about who's more similar and who's more familiar with your archetype, right? So right now, we live in the era where Black men have just started really globalizing themselves. It's going to take 20, 30 years before even women in China are going to have a preference for Black men. They only have a preference for white men because that's who they've been more familiar with for the last couple hundred years. Once they become more acclimated to Black men, you're going to see that they're going to start choosing melanated brothers. Get what I'm saying? Like it's like all about that exposure. I think Black men really do perform better than what you think they do globally. I really do. I see it too much.
Based on what, bro? Based on what?
I see it based on...
That's a really big statement that you put out there. And
it is.
I don't really see what it's based on, bro.
It is. I think just living there, bro. Living there. I don't see white dudes cleaning up Latin America more than Black dudes. I just don't see it. And I'm talking to somebody who lived there.
But you said in your video that like, you know, the culture in Latin America, you know, it's more leaning to white worship.
Right now, yes.
Yeah, now. I can't talk about 20 years in the future.
No, but
I'm going to talk about what's going on now.
It's not fixed. Right? It's not fixed. It's not like, no, it's going to be like this everywhere you go, because it's not. Prime example, in Medellin, they'll probably worship the white guy with the money and the resources and looks. But you go to Cartagena, the white guy has a really hard time even forming any kind of attachment to them. It's only because
that's Cartagena though.
I mean, bro, that's the whole coast. Bro.
I
That was
would
in
say
Cali,
the majority
Colombia.
of the world, yeah. I'll be honest with you, and I'm sure you've heard me say this. The majority of the world, like, okay, most people stick with their own number one. We agreed on that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Presently, the way the world is now, yes, no condition is permanent, and who knows? I could be wrong. You might be right in 20 years. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, if they're gonna be all these Tyrones in China just making mixed race kids, I don't know, bruv. Like, yeah, but as it is right now, the majority of the world, in all these like predominantly non-black countries, bro, I just don't think that there's just gonna be some sudden wave of black guys getting all the women in these countries. I just don't see it, bro. Black men, we are broadcast all over the world right now.
Yeah, but it takes
The
time.
social media, the internet has made the world a very small place. Corn is everywhere. Corn is everywhere, bro.
Bro, give it.
Like,
I'm telling you, give it 20, 30 years. You're gonna realize that you're gonna go to cultures that you would have never thought, and they're gonna start having a preference for black men. And I see that specifically in Thailand, Pattaya, Bangkok. Those Thai girls, the whole like descendants of some dynasty in China, have a preference for black men to the point that they are choosing to reproduce with black men. They're having babies. I think that's how you really settle if a woman is into you, is when she's having a baby that's going to look like you. And that's happening a lot in Southeast Asia. Because
do you class mixed race as black?
Absolutely.
Why?
You don't?
Mixed is mixed. It's biracial.
Nah, I see it as black, man. I can't.
Yeah,
bro.
but why though? Why?
Bro, because you can't, bro, you can't take what we are, bro. I'm 100% African. So even if I was to be with a Latina or an Asian, that child is gonna look more like me than she's gonna look like her. Facts. So yeah, of course.
No, the child is gonna look mixed race, bro.
But they're gonna be black, regardless.
Like I hear, listen, I hear you. Like this is, I've had this conversation so many times, bro. Like I hear what you're saying, but like it's not based on anything. You're just saying it.
What do you mean?
But they're black. Like, how do you? Okay, let me ask you this: do you think if a child is born to a black man and a non-black woman, it's different to if it's a non-black man and a black woman? Do you think there's a difference there?
A difference
in terms of the child being black, in terms of the child being black.
No.
So there's no difference. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I understand that. So you think that if a white person and a black person reproduce and have a child, the child is just black?
Yes.
That makes no sense, bro.
Okay. You might see it differently because
I'm basing it on biology, bro.
What? Bro,
I'm basing it on biology.
Not black? J. Cole's not black?
Has he got a white parent, bro?
He has a white mother. Yeah, his mother's white.
Then he's mixed race. He's biracial.
Okay, so you don't consider biracial as black?
No, it's biracial, bro.
Hold on. One second, bro. Let me ask the chat, because we got a lot of people in here tonight. We got 165 in here.
Yeah, but I listen. I lived in America. I know you lot all believe the one drop rule. I know that, bro. Like,
yes.
I just wanted to get your point of view.
But that's where does the one drop
rule come from, though, bro? Like, where does it come from?
Hold on, bro. Chat, is this like UK thing where we look at race differently? Like, do you guys consider biracial people as like being black, or y'all don't consider them as being black? Biracial people are black in my book. If they would have put your ass in the back of that bus, you black. You black. You can't even get away from that.
Now listen. I'm not saying that, if someone's biracial, they're excluded from any blackness whatsoever. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is fundamentally they are part black and they're part whatever else they are. For you to completely disregard what that other part of their DNA makes no sense.
No,
Because
I don't disregard
that
it.
is a part of them. That's 50% of their DNA, bro, of their chromosomes.
Yeah,
like,
true.
Like, how do you just forget about that? Like, I don't understand. That's weird.
You don't forget about it, but like you just have to acknowledge you're black, but you just might not be as 100% black as someone like me and you. That comes straight from the root, right? Like you still
That
black,
makes no
you just
sense,
not.
bro. It made no sense when you say
Break
it like
that
that.
down
Think
for me,
about
though.
what you
Like,
just said. Think about what you just said. It didn't
Yeah.
make no sense, bro.
How? Tell me how.
You just said, yeah, I'm not going to forget about the other side of them, but they're just black. What do you mean? You've acknowledged that they're not. You even said they're not 100% black. So you've acknowledged, and I'm not even talking about a quarter. I'm not talking about a quarter, because if let's say somebody has a parent that's 100% black and they've got a mixed race parent, right? So that would be 75%. I would class that as black. You're a black person. You get what I'm saying? You have some admixture in there, but you're predominantly a black person. But if you're 50 and 50, you're biracial, bro. Like,
yeah, but you can't circle biracial on a census. You're gonna circle black, white, Hispanic.
You're not gonna... about a census. What's a survey or application got to do with it? I'm talking about on the fundamental level of just being a human being, right?
Okay, like, you're saying, okay, biologically, are you,
bro, you can't just can't forget about the other side. You can't, bro. It doesn't make sense. That's like saying, oh yeah, a black man and a white woman, they're gonna have a kid, and then they're all living in the house, but the kid only listens to the dad because he's black. That's that same mentality. That's basically the logic you're using. Like, I'm just going to listen to the dad that's black because he's black, even though your mum pushed you. Think about how deep that is. Your mum, the mum is white and pushed the baby out into the world, but that baby said, "I'm black." That's crazy.
I think the reason I see it that way, and I think the reason other people see it that way, is because the black people have the dominant gene. So it's like, okay, we're not gonna bother to say what both parts of you. We're just gonna go with the dominant one, and the dominant one.
I get the dominant genes. I get that.
Yeah.
I get
so
that.
It's that's why I see it that way. Now, if we lived in a world where I can have a baby with a white woman and my kid would come out looking like, Jim Carrey, then we're that's a whole nother story, right? But you feel me?
Let's set the mosque.
Right.
Hey.
Right.
That's crazy. Right. But do you know why? Do you know why I say these things? Yeah. And again, like I got mixed race, my immediate family, mixed race in my immediate family. Yeah. Like, they're my blood. But at the same time, bro, I can call a spade a spade. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, if you got two parents and they're two ethnic groups, why am I just gonna disregard one of them and say, oh yeah, you're black now? Like, I think that's kind of weird. Like, I think it's kind of disrespectful. Because think about this. What if you was the white parent? Think about it. What if you was let's say the world was flipped round. Yeah. And let's say you want to reproduce with a Latino woman. Yeah. And the world was reversed. So now the Latina genes was the dominant genes. Yeah. Right. And the one drop rule was given to Latina people, yeah. Right. And then you go and have a kid with some woman, and then they're like, oh yeah, the kid's Latina. Why? And then you're like, why is the kid Latino? I'm black. I'm the kid's parent as well. And they're like, nah, man, the kid's Latino. You're gonna be like, what are you talking about? I'm here. I exist. I'm here. If that kid wouldn't be here if it wasn't for me. I supplied 50% of the work in there. What do you mean? How can you just forget about that? Your side don't matter. and that kid's gonna walk around completely just forgetting your DNA. I don't like the sound of that.
Wait, hold on, bro. Why are you talking like this as an African man, bro? Bro,
what's African got to do with it?
Bro, you're the prototype. You're the mold. Everything comes from you. So when you mix with someone else, it's going back to the source. That's all it is. Like,
not
if we lived in a world,
bro. Do you know why, bro? Because
why?
Well, let me talk from UK, London. Yeah.
Okay.
Boom. A lot of mixed race people. Okay. A lot of times when black guys, because it happens predominantly black men dating out. Yeah. They will go and reproduce and have a mixed race child. What typically happens a lot of the time is those mixed race children will go and reproduce with more white people.
That's true.
That happens a lot, bro.
That's true. I agree with that.
Especially the boys.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the mixed race guys. They go and get with other white girls. So those kids that are produced from that mixed race guy and the white girl, is that kid black, bro? And remember, we got dominant genes, remember?
I get your point. Oh, okay, so what? Are you like anti-mixed race? Like, do you prefer to be with a black woman?
No, I'm not anti nothing. I just call a spade a spade. If you're mixed, you're mixed.
Okay, so what would you do if when it's time for you to reproduce and start your legacy? Are you looking for a black woman, or are you just looking for any woman that's going to follow your program?
To be honest with you, like back in the day, okay, I went through different phases as I've grown up. Yeah, first thing I used to think, only black. Yeah, then I started experiencing more other girls and more other women out there in the world. Then I was just kind of like, whatever comes. I'm not really gonna just like kind of limit myself. And then now with the way I've kind of matured and the conversations I've had with guys that have gone and had kids with women outside their race and stuff like that, and the realities that they've had to accept, like I would only want to reproduce with a woman who was either black or mixed race.
Why do you make that exception for the mixed black woman though? Like,
because they're 50% black, and if I have a child with them, that child would be predominantly a black child.
Okay.
Just as I said before, remember what I said about if you have a black parent and a mixed race parent, the child still comes out black because that's most of their DNA.
Yeah.
Because do you know why I think like that? Yeah, because I think that I want my child, to look at me and see themselves in me. I don't want them to have confusion. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, now, I'm not saying that all mixed race people are confused and but this is just my mentality of what I want to do for my life and my legacy. I want my children to look at me and see themselves in me. Do you get what I'm saying? That he or she can relate because I've walked in their shoes, or they're gonna walk in my shoes. That they can come to me and feel like whatever I'm going through, he knows exactly what it is. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't know what it's like to be a mixed race person. I don't know. I don't know what it's like to be a white person. I don't know what it's like to be anything other than being a black male. I don't know, bro. Or a black person at the very least. I don't know what else it is. I can have a good idea because at the end of the day, think about it, yeah? Like the mixed race. All right, let me ask you this furthermore. Do you think that the black experience and the experience of a mixed race person is the same?
No, not even close.
And there you go, and that's it. That's the answer, bro.
But what if it just so happens to be that the only woman that's gonna follow your program 100% to the T is an Asian woman?
Then boy, like you're just gonna have to deal with the cards that you're dealt. Do you get what I'm saying? Because then obviously, if it's one of those situations, then it's like, bruv, then maybe that's just the life you're meant to live, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, but I don't know. I think sometimes in terms of this race thing, I think sometimes people know what they really want and they'll make excuses for what they really want, bruv. Maybe not 100% of the time, but sometimes guys want to date out, but they're gonna make all these excuses. Oh, there's no women in my community. Yeah, there is probably some woman out there in your community, but she may not have what you're looking for. I don't know.
So then tell me, like, what do you do now? Like when you're dating now, I don't know if you date, but you know, like when you're dating now,
Oh, yeah.
are you looking for a particular type of woman, or are you kind of just open to whoever's attractive?
I basically it depends on your mission. Do you get what I'm saying? So if my mission is I want a girl that I'm gonna stick with and that's it, then probably I'm looking at black or mixed race, which is not very difficult to find. For me anyway. It's not, I don't really find that difficult to find. If it's a situation of like I'm just dating casual, then you know, it doesn't matter, does it? Because it's casual, well, it's not a serious thing.
It matters because if you're going to be sleeping with her, right, you're increasing the chance that you're going to have.
Yeah, it's a risk. Yeah. But
right.
I don't. Again, like I at this stage, like it's not like getting girls is some mad new experience. It's not new to me, bro. Like, I'm not even that. I don't really care that much anymore because the amount of headache you go through dealing with a lot of girls, bro. Like, even having a girlfriend is just it's a headache, bro. Like, so at least, bruh, I don't know, bro. It's all a headache. Girls are a headache, bro.
Yeah, I mean, women are definitely a headache for me. I've opted out of dating in the US, not because I can't, but because I feel like it's a game. I just think at this point, and I don't know how old you are, but I'm 30. So if I'm gonna deal with a girl, we have to be going right into courtship. It needs to be conversation about building a life together so that she understands that I'm on a program. When you play the game of dating and court and trying to court her by taking her out on dates and trying to impress her, you're playing a game that works to her ego and her benefit. And 9 times out of 10, the guy that's going to actually get her pregnant is the guy that's just sleeping with her. He's not doing any of that dating nonsense at all, right? And I think that's how most kids are being made nowadays. People aren't sitting there like, all right, I'm going to have a baby with you. I'm going to plan it with you. They end up having children with whoever they're actively sleeping with.
Yeah.
So that's why. I agree.
Because the thing is like, and I feel like a lot of guys, especially us black guys, we need to have this conversation a lot, because we always talk about us getting girls, smashing, sleeping around, cool. Like, but the reality is, you sleep with a woman enough times, you will get her pregnant, bro. You will, unless you're firing blanks. You will, because even if you're doing it protected, there's gonna be times where you do it unprotected. 100%, there will be. What about all those early in the morning when you both wake up and you're hard as shit, and she just gets on top of it, bro? Who's reaching for a rubber? Nobody, no real guy is fumbling in the jeans. Nobody's doing that, bro. Bro, you just want to go deep inside and that's it, bro. Like, and that's it. She gets on top, bro. You forgot all about the risks. You forgot. Yeah, or you get home, you went out on a night out. Yeah, you come back with her. You know, maybe I don't drink in it, but maybe she had a drink. Maybe you're just in a good mood. Yeah. Then like, you're dancing in the front room and then, you start kissing her. Who's got time to look for, hold that thought, baby. Let me go and get the Magnum.
Wait, hold on.
That's a joke.
So you know
Guys
what that
don't
means?
do that.
You probably shouldn't be knocking down anything if she's not black or mixed black race.
Bro, to be honest, the last women I've been messing with and actually in relationship with, they've all been mixed race and mixed race Nigerian, actually.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Wait, mixed with what?
Deeper.
White? Mixed with what? White?
Yeah, white and Nigerian.
Oh.
That's even closer, bruv. That's even closer.
Yeah. Mixed race.
I know what I'm doing, bro. I know what I'm doing.
What, like you trying to correct the gene pool or something? Like, is that what you trying to do?
Nah. I'm not correct. I'm not correct whose genes? I'm just doing
listen.
me, bro.
All I'm saying is based on how you were talking. It's like, listen, we need to be black here, right? Like we need to be. So That's what I'm hearing.
I don't even think like that, bro. I just think I just want to reproduce a woman that I find attractive. I want to be with a woman I find attractive, innit?
Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying? So if she's mixed with Nigerian, if she's either black, she could be Caribbean, she could be Nigerian, she could be Ghana, she could be African American, she could be whatever. Yeah. If she's mixed race, it's not about correcting anything, bro. It's just, do I find her attractive? Do we like each other? Do I see her to have mother qualities in her, like, you know, to be a mother of my children qualities? Right. Is she a good person? Is she reliable? Blah, blah, blah. Or, you know, the list of things that guys, is she loyal? You know, the things we look for. If she ticks those boxes, why not, bro?
So then what's your stance currently then in terms of just what's your stance currently in terms of just like how you're moving, right? Are you kind of on like the fresh and fit wave where they just feel like they're gonna spin enough plates until they, you know, get a woman that's completely submissive? Or are you on the type of time where you're only really engaging with women if you're going to be like married and settle down? Because, you know, right now, the whole thing for most men is they just want to sleep with as much women as possible, right? So their whole thing is getting access to as much women as possible. Or is your thing like, no, are we choosing women that we're going to be with, settle down with, make a family? Like, what's your stance on it currently?
I think when you're a guy that you have actually slept with a lot of women, you get to the point where it's like this novelty is kind of dead. And I think that's where I'm at now, because again, this is why I'm saying that like girls they're a headache, bro. They are a headache. You're dealing with a white girl, black girl, mixed race girl, Eastern European girl, a girl that's in your country, a girl that's from outside. They're always gonna bring you headache, bro. Like, so the best thing is, a lot of the times, the best thing is just to stay by yourself, bro. Like, if you want an easy life, bro, like, and you know you're not ready for the responsibility of family or blah blah blah, or you're not sure, or you're just messing around with fast girls, easy girls, and stuff like that. The best thing is probably to keep your willy in your pants, bro. Because the other aspect as well is why I'm kind of more reserved now, is that, you know, I don't know if you know, but in recent times, a lot of black guys have been getting in trouble, and it's been women that have put them in trouble, bro. Like in terms of the law.
I know that. I know that, and that's another big reason I spent a lot of time out of the country, because when you go to, prime example, a place like Colombia, again, put on child support, allegations, whatever it is, it just does not exist over there, bro. It does not exist over there at all. Like, you're not gonna get caught. I think if a girl was to put you on child support and she was to manage to actually get you on child support, you're paying like $100 a month. No matter how much money you make,
$100, you know.
They have determined it costs $100 to take care of a child every month, and they don't go higher than that. You know what I mean? So even now, being a lustful man in the Matrix is probably one of the worst things you can do for yourself.
Absolutely. You know, totally agree. I did a video the other day. I was talking about guys have to control their lust because it will destroy you. Especially in the first world country, your lust will destroy you. And it's just like, that's why now I wouldn't say it's not even like scared or anything, but it's just wary. You got to be wary now. Like, it's not like you could just, I want to sleep around with loads of girls. Bro, something will happen. It's like either you get the wrong girl pregnant, or some kind of allegation will come, or something, her boyfriend comes now, or something stupid, bro, because it's just the law of probabilities. The more you play the game, the more risk you're putting yourself in.
I say this all the time. I'm glad you said that, because I say this a lot. Yeah, I say this a lot, especially when it comes to using condoms. I'm like, you keep playing that game where you don't use one, you might get lucky 1,000 times, but that 1,001 time is going to be something that you can't take back.
It'll be the worst girl of all, the worst one.
Yeah. Women are dangerous. Women are definitely dangerous. So let me ask you this then. Knowing what you know, knowing it's dangerous for a man to be lusty inside of a first world country. What are your sentiments about passport bros?
I understand the premise. I understand why, but I think that there's been certain personalities that have taken that mantle, and they've completely tarnished any kind of like respect, or I don't know, any kind of class out of it. They've completely just ruined it. Now that whole term has just got dirt all over it now. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And again, I remember when I first started hearing about the whole passport bros thing, and it made sense. Like, yeah, like obviously if you're in a first world country, you know, the women are treating you poorly. You go somewhere like Colombia, the women are better looking. And you know the cost of living is lower, so you can get more bang. And I'm not even talking about handing money over to the women. I'm just talking about you living in a country where the cost of living is lower, so you can end up saving more money and living a higher standard of living than you could have ever lived back home. Bro, that is an attractive situation, bro. And the women are better looking, and the women are more feminine, and they're just in general nicer people. Why wouldn't any man want to go there? That it makes perfect sense. But again, the problem is there's been like people that have gone out there in the world and they've used the title passport bros and they've done some unsavory things, and now the whole thing has just been ruined. You get what I'm saying? Like I would never put that. I would never attach myself to that thing ever in life. You get what I'm saying?
Definitely agree with that. Yeah. It's I think the core of it is a good idea, and it still works. Like I said, I just came back from overseas. Now, some people would say I'm not a passport bro because I've actually lived in these countries. They try to change the terminology. It's the guy that only goes there for the weekend, or he's there for a short time, or it's the guy that goes there to find a wife. But overall, you're going to a different country to kind of just reap the benefits socially and financially from living in another country. But let me ask you this too. Have you heard of, or are you aware of passport sisters?
That's a joke.
Talk to me. Let me tell your thoughts. What do you think?
It don't make sense. That's cope. That's women coping, bro. Like it doesn't compute, bro. Like how you gonna be a passport sis? So what are you gonna do? Go to another country and just smart yourself out? It don't make sense. It's stupid.
But
and then you're gonna go to a country with a lower GDP. You're gonna go there where the men make way less money than you, and then go and sleep with all those guys. What are you gonna do? Take care of them? Why didn't you just do? You could have done that back home. Stupid. It's ridiculous.
You would be
It's
surprised.
just another example of women just trying to do what men do. Oh, we could do everything you can. No, you can't.
Yeah.
All right. No, you can't.
Yeah.
That's a joke.
Yeah.
I big up to Daniel for the super chat. He says, all facts, King. I'm glad I have the freedom I have now, especially when I'm focusing on my PT business and my acting career. So much relief. Imagine doing all that and then your girls bringing headache at the same time. Mad. I just think that men need times where we're just like not focused on women and focused on what we need to do. Do you get what I'm saying? And then, you know, you got to understand what is your mission. If you're trying to find someone to settle down with, then you go into all these mad clubs and that. You're not gonna find your wife there. No, bro. It's not gonna. Or you're going to Parque Leres. I don't know if you're gonna find your wife there, bro. Like, I don't know. You told me, bro. What? Can you find your wifey at Parque Leres walking around?
I don't
in them dresses.
I don't think any guy from America is gonna find their wife. I'm not saying it's impossible. You can, but it's gonna be very improbable you find your wife.
Yeah, it's not possible. Yeah,
in Colombia because their culture is too different. And when you understand that they're very transactional, that throws a lot of dudes off because they come overseas looking for something organic, and they realize like, man, like and it's like, yeah, because you've lived in an anomaly your whole life. You lived in a world where women actually like you for you and don't need you for your money, right? So it's like when you go outside of that and you find that most women want you for your money, how are you gonna, unless you just change your whole way of thinking?
So if that's the case, yeah, it sounds like it could be worse then, in a sense. Because think about what you just said. So you're saying that, like, if you're a guy and you go out to go and meet women in Colombia or one of these other countries, you're actually putting yourself in a worse situation than if you stayed home.
Most men are putting themselves in a worse kind of situation because what your life will be overseas is just endless smashing, which sounds like heaven for most men, right? I get to smash as much different variations as possible. But for me, it's like, man, if I want to find a wife from one of these women, they have to stop looking at me as an American. Like, they have to see me as being one of them, or they're going to keep looking at me like an ATM. And the only way that's going to happen is if my Spanish is on point. I'm really embedded into the culture. I done built a social circle. And even after that, when she stops looking at me like an immediate money grab, you're still going to have to provide for her, because at some point she's going to realize that you got it and she don't. And it just comes down to women set an expectation on men based on whether they think he can do it or not. If she thinks you can provide for her, guess what she's going to do when she gets sick? She's just not going to go to work. Like, I'm not going to work because you're a man and you got it. So why would I go to work? And it's like, as an American dude, you're not used to that. You're used to women that's going to go to work. She's going to come home. She's going to contribute to the bills. So it's like, do you really want these traditional women you claim you want? And that's all I've ever been saying on this channel. I'm like, a lot of people are selling you dreams, right? I think if you're going to find a wife, it's going to be in the first world country you're in. If you're looking for a woman that's just going to be submissive and do whatever you say, well, yeah, sure. You can go to those countries, but just know that y'all dynamic is going to be very different, especially if you only go in a park of years. It's like, come on, bro. You're not going to find what you're You know what I mean?
I'm going to put that thing on the screen. Again. Yeah. Hold on, man. So yeah, man. I mean, like, so tell me how it goes. Like, when you go to Colombia, yeah, like, we know that girl had some mad jugs, but listen, yeah, like, hey, let me say this as well, yeah. I'm a kind of guy, yeah. I'm a black guy, yeah, 100%. But I like a nice rack, bro. And that, a lot of black guys, they just care about the backside. I get it. I like a nice backside as well, but I like a nice rack as well, bro. Like, I'm a greedy guy, bro. I'm a greedy guy, bro. Yeah. But so how does it run when you get down there? You know, these women, they all want money, blah blah blah. So how do you meet women there when you're there, man? Tell me how it goes. And before you'd say that, a big up to Daniel for the super chat. He says, as I've said before in the past, dealing with women is like walking on a minefield. Chaos can erupt at any moment. Big up to Daniel. But go on, bro.
So, I mean, it really depends on what it is you want. Like, when I came overseas, I wasn't looking for a wife, right? I just wanted more access to women that I was sexually attracted to, and it was just easy. So I've done both, right? I'm not opposed to it. I've done the pay for play, and I've done the rizzing where there wasn't a money transaction. And I find that women, when they have their basic needs met, they do actually just enjoy being with you just to hook up, even if they're poor. They don't need the money every time. Your job is to talk to the woman and try to convince her as much as possible that you don't have the money that she's seeking. That's really it. You don't have it and you're not willing to spend it. And that's been my whole game. Like, listen, I don't have what you're asking for. Because I spend more time here, I get to know them more on a more personal level. I speak Spanish, so I can talk to them in Spanish. So I tend to find that these women, even as poor as they are, they have pockets that they put men in. They have a pocket where this guy's going to give me money. He's going to pay my bills. This guy's going to be the guy I go have fun with. And this is the guy that does a little bit of both for me. I can have fun with him, but he'll also do something nice for me. You want to be in the pocket where you're not the trick, right? Like, you got to try your best. It's hard. It's really difficult. It's not easy to do, but it's possible, right? And then some girls, it's going to be like, man, this girl look too damn good. I'm just going to give her what she wants. You know what I'm saying? And I don't care how much you say, no, I don't pay for it. That's not my vibe. One of these girls going to get you to give her some money, bro. They are experts at that.
Do you know what? My mate, one of my friends, he went, he didn't even go Colombia. I think he went Brazil. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he just said he went for like 2 weeks, and he just said, yeah, every night I slept with a different woman every single night, and I paid. And I was like, rah, because he's a guy, he's like me, bro. He's like, here, I'll never pay. Yeah, no simping. No, never. Bro, he went Brazil, he was paying, bro. Like he was like, bro, I'm not gonna lie. Like he slept with women that the quality level, like looks level of women that he slept with, like he'd never had that before in his life.
Yeah.
So that's why he was just on some different vibe. When he was out there, he said, I wasn't thinking like how I think when I'm at home, bro. Like,
yeah,
I was just on some other shit.
Yeah. And I'm telling you, King Riches, when you're in Rome, you're gonna do as the Romans do, bro. I don't care how much you think you're not. I don't care how much you think you're not. You're gonna be down there. You're gonna be like, God damn, like how can you even look that good? Like, and then especially when she hit you with the story,
oh man,
my baby need milk. My grandma got hit by a bus. You're gonna be like, all right, man, what's a little $50? You know what I'm saying? All right, here, I'll give it to you. You feel me?
Oh, I nearly forgot, bro. I got to ask you. So the whole scopolamine.
Yeah.
Tell me about it, man. What's going on? Why these guys? Because I've done reaction videos. These guys, they've gone there. They get drugged, robbed, stripped naked, everything. Like lose 20K one night. Like what's going on? Let's chat about it, man. Why are these guys getting done? How come they get messed up and you don't? What's the difference?
For me, I have a security background, bro. Remember, I'm coming out of like corrections, so I'm used to observing people, watching them, the actions, looking at what they're doing. But basically, what just happens is guys, they get a deal that's just unbelievable, right? You got these two beautiful Latinas that for no reason at all want to just have a threesome with you for absolutely nothing. It's just it's just stupidity, right? You know what I'm saying? So these girls plot and they drink, and if you don't drink, you lessen your chances of getting drugged by like at least 80%, right? And it's like,
okay,
they're just finding a moment, because instead of you giving them $50, $100, they could get you for your MacBook, your iPad, your phone, your wallet, your keys, your credit card. A lot of them are coming up, man. That whole like scoping dudes has got to be like a multi-million-dollar business of just drugging dudes and stealing all of their money. You know what I mean? So
yeah, but it's like some of these guys talking about they lose 10K, 20K, 50K.
Yeah,
bro. And that's dollars in America, bro. In Colombia. You're rich.
Yeah.
You're rich, bro.
There's an operation behind it though, right? It's not girls freelancing. It's guys behind the scenes. There's some abuela in some barrio somewhere cooking the drug up, selling it. Yeah. Like it's a whole operation. It's really a miniature economy, You gonna realize just how corrupt it is inside of Colombia when you understand that it's still persisting. Like they haven't shut down that whole thing yet. It's because people making money from it. People touching money from it.
Absolutely, bro. Like that's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
That is so nuts. Crazy. Them stories, and like some of these guys, they don't wake up. Some of these guys they get scoped and then they don't wake up. Like that's crazy, bro. That's man.
Some dudes were jumping off their balcony. Actually, that was happening last year. A couple dudes, at least 3 or 4 cases of dudes being talked into jumping off their balcony. So I guess once you take it, you become more receptive to somebody suggesting something to you. So someone can just suggest, hey, you should just give me the pin of your chase, and you'll just be sitting there giving them the pin of your card. And so I guess they must have been like, hey, you should just jump off the balcony. I don't know what type of witchcraft that was. That was crazy.
That is evil, bro.
Well, yeah, bro. But
that's
people were jumping off the balcony, bro. It was crazy, bro.
I heard that in terms of like preventing yourself from getting scoped, if you are a guy that's into paying, you should go for the more attractive looking women. If you're going and talking to like kind of like low attractive women, kind of like less attractive, etc., you've got more chance of getting scoped. Is that true?
Yeah, because the woman that she look good, she's gonna make that money regardless. So she doesn't need to resort to those types of things. The majority of the women that drug men are not good looking women, and they typically don't really go out there and sell their box like that because they don't want to, like they're not going to make money. It's not easy for them to sell box, even though you see them doing it and there's so much of them. It's not easy for them, especially those nights where they got to just stand out there and nobody's taking them home. So they figure some of them get their way through by saying, hey, I got a friend, or hey, I won't charge you, because as soon as she gets access into your house, it's so easy to seduce you from that point. It's very, very easy to get you, and hey, let me pour you up, hey, let me take care of you, and then she's just putting those droplets in your drink.
Have you ever had an experience like where you could have got scoped or anything like that?
Yeah, I definitely did a video on it. Well, I don't really know if the girl was trying to scope me, but I'm pretty sure she was trying to find an opportunity to do something. And I think that was just come off when you start bringing girls off Tinder, right? Like when you go to Colombia, you cannot operate the way you would in a first world country. You need to be extremely, extremely different. But like when you bring girls off Tinder, a lot of them will hit you with the, oh, I'm not a worker, I don't sell myself, cap. Right, it's all cap. Once they start talking like that, now you want to go back to, and I'm sorry, bro, but the kind of mentality you have, I watch other dudes with that same mentality, they get drugged nonstop down here, because it's like, nah, I'm
bro,
not
that's
paying.
why I said I'm not going.
It's like, nah, I'm not paying. I found a girl that wants to see me for me. Sure she does. And then when she gets access to your house, you chilling, and you say, hey, I'm not drinking. She goes, no, drink with me. Let's have fun. You go, all right, I'll take a sip. It's that sip, and you end up waking up 3 days later, or you don't wake up at all. You know what I'm saying?
That's so scary, bro.
Yeah. It happens a lot.
Oh, man. But yeah, they're so crazy, bro. They're all different shapes and sizes, bro. Like, but anyway, but that's what I'm saying. Like, for me, yeah, like, I don't even know how I would do it because I don't speak Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
So from what you've said, and what you've said does make a lot of sense. It's like, bro, what am I really going to do there? Like,
pay for it.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it'd be yeah, that would be crazy, bro. Like, that would be crazy.
Pay for it. Honestly, paying for it is going to save your life if you just pay for it. If you start, listen, man, temptation and women and how evil they are, you see it in full force in Colombia. But they're like pretty demons. Like, they're like angelic demons. Like, when you're with them, they're so angelic and beautiful and smell good and so feminine and so into you. But it's like when you just understand the realm that she's operating in and the mentality that she's operating with, it's like incredible. And I've never seen it with such fierceness as in Colombia. Like, I see one dude in your comments is like, tell me how like Colombia is worth it. Bro, I have been speaking about dudes getting drugged, scopolamine, robbed, guns pulled out on them. I promise you, none of that has deterred me from living in Colombia. Not even a little bit. And I know that sounds ignorant as hell.
Nothing can stop me.
Nothing. It don't matter if they were dropping bombs. I'm telling you, when you get there and you just get around those women, it's like some instinctive thing in you where you're just like, oh, I'm not going anywhere. Like, this is crazy. And it just shows you how men are so like controlled by women. I'm not going to say it's only the woman, right? Because it's cost of living. Healthcare is cheaper. There's a lot of strong benefits to being there. And then once you see that, a lot of dudes get there and they go, man, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going.
So for any guy, okay, let's say hypothetically, hypothetically, because I don't know who's watching and might get upset, right. But hypothetically, if I was to say, all right, bro, I'm coming down there. When are you going down there? I'm coming down there, yeah. What I want to know what to do so I don't get fucked up. Like,
pay for
like, it. What? Like, okay, first of all, I know I need to get rid of all of this stuff.
That's dead. Gold jewelry, all that stuff. Come down with basic clothes. The girls don't care about your jewelry anyway, right? And then when you meet a girl,
they don't care about Rolex.
No,
they don't care about Rolex, bro.
Rolex, gold chains, meaningless.
Damn it, bro. But that, I swear, that makes you a target anyway. That makes you like you're gonna get robbed anyway. Like 100%, you're gonna get robbed.
Depends on where you go. Thailand's not like that. You can walk around with all that, and it's really rare that you're gonna get robbed there. But
Yeah, Thailand's safe, but I'm talking about Colombia. This is about
yeah,
Colombia.
don't wear
Colombiana.
jewelry, no, because nobody, bro. The only people that would be dressed the way you're dressed are cartel members. They're the only ones that would feel safe going around like that. So you're gonna make yourself a target for multiple reasons, not just the fact that you have gold on. You know what I mean?
I got you.
Yeah.
So like, okay, would I be able to use dating apps, Tinder or whatever? Because that's where a lot of people get scoped from Tinder, innit?
You could, but like I said, someone like you, bro, with the mentality that you're not paying for it, man. Good luck, dog. Good luck, bro.
Oh my god, that's
Good
scary,
luck.
man.
If you
So
learn
basically,
real
what
Spanish,
you're saying to me, you're gone.
Yeah, if you learn real Spanish, I could tell you how you could try to make something work. But you're gonna spend your whole trip trying to raise one girl into hanging out with you, like without charging you. They don't hook up in Colombia, bro. That's not something they do with foreigners. They don't hook up with foreigners. They extract from foreigners. When you get settled for a while and they stop looking at you as a foreigner, then you'll open yourself up to regularly taking a girl out on a date and getting some, right? Because she has the expectation that y'all gonna be something. It's not just gonna be like they're still very like traditional minded, but they skew their values when it comes to money. And that's just, I'm sorry for anyone who's like Colombian in the chat, but a lot of their values can be outbought. And it's sad, but that's the reality though.
So what you're saying to me is, bro, the safest option, number one, don't put all the jewelry, leave it at home. Number two, learn some Spanish. If not, that's optional. Because number two, the more important one is get prepared to pay, bro. You're gonna pay, bro. Yeah. And you know what? When you're paying, you're not even gonna mind because them girls are gonna look exquisite.
Let me ask you a question. How much are you paying to take a girl out on a date right now in London?
Ooh,
on average.
Oh man. Depends, in it. Like, because if you're trying to go and eat food, you're gonna, the very least you're gonna spend is probably like £80.
Okay.
Like you and a girl sit down, and I'm not even talking about some high flying place. I'm talking about you just going to eat in a normal place, maybe I don't know, like a Nando's or something like. And you want the main, and you want a few bits and extras, and when girls are out, they want to try this and try that, and you should get this, and you're gonna end up spending between £60 to £80. So that, like, we're already over $100, bro.
Are you guaranteed to get some that night?
No.
After that date, okay.
Absolutely not.
I will tell you right now, you are guaranteed almost every time when you spend some money inside of Colombia, whether it's a date or it's direct, you are guaranteed. Like that's a given. Like you're definitely gonna get that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's.
Can I ask you something, bro? I saw some picture of you. You had two girls on your Instagram. You had two sets of buns. Your head, and you was like,
yeah.
I can't even show it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Hey, did you smash both of them?
Absolutely.
Together, threesome, yeah.
At the same time,
smashed it. Good.
And I'm gonna tell you what I spent to go on a date with them. To go on a date with both of them.
Yeah. How did that run? Yes, this is a good stuff. Go on. How did that go? How did you find them? And how did you make it happen?
I had a house party at a villa for my birthday, and we were inviting girls. And see, this is where I have the same mentality. Like, I'm not paying you to come to my party. Like, that's like ridiculous, right? Like, that's, if you're gonna come to the party, come to have fun, right? Yeah. Now, because I'm a streamer and I stream and I bring girls on stream, sometimes I make some money and I'll break them off. But I'm like, y'all just coming to have fun. We set that precedent so hard with them. The only girls that showed up were the girls that didn't care about getting paid. They were just there to have fun. Now, when it came to like hanging with them, doing like content with them, I would like give one of them some bread and me and her would hang out. And I want to say maybe like what I would spend every time I would hang out with just one of them would be like the equivalent of like $20 every time. And
Okay.
we're chilling the whole time. Granted, me and her make money together, so I'm in a little bit of a different pocket than other dudes. Other dudes are just gonna just pay. I'm thinking like, yo, how can we make money? How can we have fun? Do things like that. When it was finally time for me to get with her and the friend, I might have spent I might have spent 80 pounds, like $80 to hang out with them.
Okay.
That's bottles, shots, dancing, having fun, everything to be with both
But
of
that's
them.
different though. That's different though. Because that's different to like you just, okay, I like you. How much is it gonna cost for you to sleep with me? You give her the money, she sleeps with you, and then she goes home. That's different to you having a party where you spent money on bottles and food and snacks and the villa and all of this stuff, and then she's coming over with her friend, and then they just fuck you. Like that's different though.
How is it different? You're still spending money.
No, I'm saying like, yeah, in essence, you're gonna spend money regardless when you're dealing with women. You're always gonna spend money. So in that essence, you might as well say every single time you deal with a woman in any capacity, you're paying for it. Yeah, I do agree with that. But there's levels in it.
Yeah.
There's
levels.
There's levels to this.
So in my case, because I speak Spanish and I've already set a vibe, hanging out with them or having like a threesome or something like that, you're still paying, right? They're gonna figure out. Say, hey, can you pay my cab so I could go see my sick grandma in the other place? Like you're, like you're paying for something, right? But what I end up spending typically will be lower than another guy because I speak Spanish and they're more familiar with me. They're not looking at me like, oh, he's the gringo. Looking at him like, oh, this is like cool guy that had the villa party, and now he wants to like have a threesome with both of us. Okay, how much can you just give us if we come through? Yo, this is all I got. That's fine. And then like you start realizing a lot of them are not even doing this for money. They're just doing it to just hoe. Like they just want something, but they don't need it because she has a job. So she's not what I'm giving her is nothing compared to what she's making at her job. But she's just taking it because, like I said before, y'all gonna realize that in this culture, they're very transactional. If a girl just wants some D, she can't just say, oh, I just want some D. It's like, oh, I gotta get that and that. Like they gotta come together. That's how they satisfy themselves. It's so sick when you get into it. It's just like, yo, y'all are just, you know what I mean? Like they like to have fun too, but they gotta justify the fun they have because it's not traditional for them. So it's like, oh well, the money justifies it. So
so basically, let's make this real plain and simple, yeah.
Yeah.
Because now, from what you've said, yeah, it sounds like every video I've seen out there, like guys went Colombia, they went DR, they went Brazil, they went here, they went there. All these guys are paying.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, you're paying. Any dude that tells you he's not going overseas and he's not paying, he's lying. But like I said before,
or they don't mention it. They don't mention it. They just I got these girls over here. How did you get how? Like how? You don't even speak Spanish. How did you get them here?
Now listen, it's not impossible, right? Because like I said, I've been here long enough. I know the girls that'll come hang out with me and not ask me for money, because I set that with them. Listen, I'm a poor gringo pobre. I don't have no money for you. If you want money, go get it from those other guys. If you want to come here to hang out with me, yeah, you can have your way with the girls that's gonna tolerate that. And some girls, they know they look so good, they like, and they just don't like you that much. It's like, no, if I'm gonna come to you, you got to give me something. Some of them will discount you. Some of them want full price. Some of them won't ask you for nothing. But for you to get to the point where you got one of these girls coming to hang out with you for free, oh boy, you gonna be doing some risen, bro. You gonna have to be talking that ish. Hey, you gotta talk more ish than her local man is already talking to her. Let's
smooth.
Be real smooth.
You better be smooth, boy.
And in Spanish.
And in Spanish, bro.
Yeah.
With the accent, their accent, bro.
Yeah. It's not easy, bro. So I'm saying, bro, why even go through that headache when you can just pay? Now, for me, it's different because I've lived there for so long. I don't think you should get stuck in the paying every time category when you live there. Like, that's crazy, right? So I had to start learning how to just riz regularly, how to talk to girls normally, set the expectation I'm not one of those gringos, because gringos have a stigma, you know, once they land in the country that they spending money. So when girls come to you, their primary thing is you're going to give me some money, right? Now, granted, keep in mind what I just said. Some of them don't need your money. They just want it, right? Like she don't need the trip to the Turks and Caicos. She just want the trip, right? So you're going to start seeing that. Oh, there go one girl, the girl in the pink braids right there. Shout out to pink braids. That's one girl that doesn't charge me, right? She's just, you know, she worked, but me and her just have that relationship where it's like, shorty, I'm not giving you anything.
Oh, you just saw a girl in the video that you know?
Yeah. Rewind.
Oh, wow.
My whole channel know her. Yeah, man. She's famous on my channel.
Nah. We got to rewind that, bro.
Right there. Yeah.
Oh, her.
Yeah.
She'll be back.
Pink
so
braids
all
right
these
there.
women. So what you're trying to say to me, yeah? Forget the ones that are mid, because I said this right now. If I go to Colombia, I'm not saying I will for anyone watching that's gonna get upset, yeah, in the real world, yeah. I'm not saying I will, but if hypothetically I actually went to Colombia, I can tell you now, yeah, I would, bro. There's a certain threshold of women that I would only talk to a certain threshold of women. I'm not gonna go all the way to Colombia to talk to any mid chick, even close to mid. Absolutely not. It's not happening, bro. Like these gotta be women that I'm looking at like, wow, like, wow. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I need to have this experience. I need this notch on my belt. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, if you're paying what they asking you for, you definitely should go for something you wouldn't get nowhere else. But you're gonna be there sometimes, and you're just gonna like a girl's energy, and that energy is infectious, right? Like you're gonna want a girl that got good energy. She's giving you the perception that she's into you, and some of these girls will be into you when you get there. Like it's not just all business for them. Some of them see something they like the way you talk, or you look like somebody that she grew up with. They'll be into you. Shorty right here in the pink braids in the beige.
Oh yeah, that's the one you're talking about.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
what you hit that already?
Braid. Huh?
You had that already?
Yeah, bro. Wow, bro. She's on my channel, bro. Like you can dead go on my channel and see her in the thumbnails. Yeah, bro. She's on my channel. Like she, you know, good ass energy. You know, she wasn't typically the type of girl that I would go for, but once we hit it off, it was like, yo. And see, now here's the flip side to being the guy that could get it for free, right? So for the very few girls I do get for free, you have to accept the fact that she's doing that every night. Can you tolerate that? Can you stomach that she's gonna come late to your crib because she was somebody else? So now that whole getting it for free shit start getting overrated, because you like, damn, getting it for free just means I come after the nigga with money. That's crazy.
That actually made my stomach turn, bro. Because you know what? Because this is the thing, though. Like you could never get like too gassed about anything over there.
Right.
Do you get it? Like you can't get gassed about anything, because it's just like, oh yeah, this girl's hot. Oh, like this is the first time you've seen her.
Right.
But then, okay, you get through, she gives you box, you pay whatever. Then you see her doing the street walk again and again and again. Now you're walking down the street, you see her talking to her next guy. And then it's just like you realize this is the common pattern. This is the same pattern with not every, but a lot of girls that you're coming across. It's just like, oh man, this is nasty.
Bro, I've gone through 100+ miniature breakups where I think me and a girl are madly in love with each other, right? At least for the night. And you catch her doing the stroll again. And then you now catch her going to a guy. Now they're going in a cab together. You're just like, whoa, like that's too overwhelming for you, because it's like for some of these girls, it's not service. Like at least they don't sell it to you like that. A lot of them gonna sell it to you like, I'm really thinking about you. I really care about you. I really want to be. And it's just like, yo, what's wrong with you? And some of them do. Like for her, she was stalking me at a point in time, which made no sense to me, because I'm like, why are you stalking me? And you're with a new guy every other night. And then now we start getting into 304 mentality, which I talk about a lot on my channel. Is like they gotta have that one dude. Like I said, they got pockets for dudes. They gotta have that dude that she pretends like she's in a relationship with, even though she's not. And that's gonna be sick because you know she's a streetwalker. So it's like, why are you doing that to me when you do this every night? But they don't even see it like that. They say, oh no, that's just work, right? Like they separate some guy, put her through the mattress as just work. But when she's with you, it's like you're the guy she wants to be with.
That's so scary, bro.
And it's sick, bro.
Like it's scary, and it's scary, and it's kind of like it's sad though in a way. Like it's kind of sad, bro. Like because it's just like I just think of it. If you're a guy and you're there, yeah, and you're clued up, you know exactly what's going on, yeah,
yeah,
and you're so like just cold with it because you know that I can't take anything serious here. Everything is just for this moment. I like what I see. I want to sample this, and then once it's gone, it's gone. Like, don't you think that you'll become like kind of jaded?
Yeah, man. I mean, that was a reason. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to come back. Because we'll come back to the States, is because I realized that the life I'm living is not real, right? Like I'm gonna tell you what my life is like. I have ascended to a level that dudes come to Colombia, they'll never be able to ascend, right? I'm able to get these beautiful, gorgeous ass women without paying them, right? Even though most of the time you're going to spend some money. But I got these little pockets of times where I got a couple girls in rotation. I don't have to give them anything. And they're beautiful and they're gorgeous and they're feminine. If you was to take her and put her in any club in the world outside of Colombia, she'd be the biggest money maker, right? The dudes would be tricking on her. They put her on jets. They put her here. And you're running through that every day, or you have the potential to run through it every single day. It's going to corrupt you because now when you come back to regular life, how do you date or talk to women?
You can't.
Aren't this feminine, don't look this good, aren't this fit.
Don't look as good. That's the number one thing. They don't look as good. How are you going to... once she starts giving you headache, because remember, they all give you headache. So once this regular mid chick from back home starts giving you headache, you're like, I don't need to listen to you. You're not even all that. Exactly.
Because you're spending more money on that chick. She's not all that, right? And then don't even get me started on hygiene. That's another conversation to be had too. So it's just like this money I'm going to spend over the collective month of courting this one chick that gives me some when she feels like it. I will save that for a flight and I will go back to Colombia. And that's what a lot of dudes get caught up doing. They fly back to Colombia. They fly back to Brazil because they go, why would I date here when there's some girl who looks she's 3, 4, 5 points higher on the scale than you, and she's more feminine, and I spend less money than her than I'm going to spend on you. So that's where you start realizing, like, and I'm not saying this to kill no one's fantasies. Go to Colombia, have your fun, turn up. But I'm talking to somebody who has, like matured in that space. It's like, bro, you're going to realize that you're spending most of your time chasing fantasies. Now you're chasing a fantasy, right? You can live the fantasy. It's real. You can touch it. You can feel it. You can smell it. You know what I'm saying? Some dudes get really, really, really rare cases and they have babies with these women, right? But you're chasing you're chasing a fantasy, bro, because outside of this country, you really are not going to have it like this. I don't care where you go.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like,
facts.
It's not real.
Like, and this is what I'm saying. It's like, it's not like, I'm glad you said it. It's like, it's not real. It's not a real life. You're not really, it's like, a Peter Pan in, well, I don't know, Wizard of Oz or something. Like you're there, but I don't know. Like, I don't think us as human beings are meant to live like that, bro. I don't think it's actually, we're meant to really live like that.
It's not that you're not meant to live like that, because you got to understand the local
I don't think it's healthy for the psyche, bro.
It's not, but the local Colombian does live like that. That's his reality. That's why I'm saying a lot of them can't come to America and mentally adjust to how bad it is here. A lot of them end up going back, because it's like, imagine your life. You grew up with all these beautiful women, long hair, beautiful, feminine, and you come over to the first world country where women are obese, smell bad, eat bad, right? Like it's just like, you know,
what am I doing here?
right, right.
And that's the thing. They where they're coming from, they're probably not even registering these women as exceptionally beautiful. This is just normal to them. It's normal to see these bad bees. Like, they're not even bad bees. These are just Colombian women or whatever country it is. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
I mean, they know their women look good. Trust me, they know it. And when they start taking a look at the passport bros that come into their country, and because they all know the reason why they have so many foreigners in their country is because the women, right? It's either the perception that the women don't want you there, or you're coming here because your women don't look as good as we look. They're very aware of that. Like, they know that. You know what I'm saying? Especially when they look at the women and see how fat they are. They still fat shame their own women. Like, you can't be fat inside of Colombia and then be like respectable, right? No man's going to treat you with any kind of respect if you're fat. So especially in Medellin, they do a lot of surgical procedures so that they could make themselves look more beautiful, because beauty is a currency in that country. Beauty's not a currency here inside America. A chick can be mid as hell. As long as she can land a 6-figure job, like, what are you going to tell her? You can't tell her nothing. She don't got to be feminine for you, cook for you, clean for you. And she definitely don't got to give you no ass. She definitely don't. So it's like...
Yeah. Now I hear you. Hey, so would you... A lot of these chicks that you see in these videos, I'm going to put the video back on again. So a lot of these chicks, they all got BBLs and stuff.
Some of them got BB. I mean, so... Right now you're in Cartagena, so a lot of that is real, right? That's all real. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Yeah, like even shorty right here in the white, black pants or whatever, I could tell that's real, right? And they're like walking around with that for real. Medellin, that's more like European mix of women. Probably see more BBLs there.
From what I've seen from these videos, I think I would be more attracted to the women in Cartagena, to be honest.
Of course, yeah.
Than Medellin. The Medellin women, they kind of, I don't know, they have a certain look. They kind of look like these ones.
They all look alike. I was just telling my homie Passport Graffiti this. I mean, he loves it there, but I'm like, yo, bro, I'm starting to hate Medellin women. I mean, they're called Paisa, right? Paisa woman. I'm starting to hate them.
Paisa, yeah, I've heard that before.
They all got the same archetype. They talk the same. ¿Qué más pues? Hola amor. Like, I hate that shit after a while, being in Medellin for so long. I'm like, yo, can you just have a different character setting? Like, all of you, but that's because they're so like homogenous, like they're so similar, so they just mimic each other. They don't try to stand out at all. Right? They don't try to look different. Meanwhile, here, you know, you got the African mixed women, right? You got women that are mixed with, you know, like the mestizos, the European. So they're just a little bit different.
You see, with different types.
Yeah. Can you actually give me 1 second, bro? I want to just read some of my super chats. Some of the guys are
go on, bro.
Chat. I want to start from the top real quick. Let me see. Where we at? So, Gene Suave.
Everyone watching the videos, like the videos, man. Everyone watching, like the videos. If you're wherever you're watching it, like the video. All right.
Yes, please, and definitely shout out to King Richard. It says women in the U.S. have tremendous value. American men simply don't understand their value or how to select them. Okay. Thank you, Gene. Comes with another one that says, same. I had an American woman spend money on me. Feminine just means broke woman. Shout out to 031 Sleepy. He said, shout out to King Richards for being on the Homies channel. Glad you got away from whack ass Pearl and glad to see your channel growing. Who's Pearl? What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Yeah, no, because what's it? Like 3 years ago, I was doing my podcast at a studio. And you know, everybody, she said some dumb crap online, and then, you know, everyone turned on her, and now it is where it is. I had to just walk away from that situation, get as far away as possible, man, because I was getting backlash from that. Like, you know the ones where it's like, if you're around somebody or you're working with somebody and then they fuck up, now you're getting some of that heat as well because you're too close to them.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get what I'm saying? So like, yeah, man, I had to just excommunicate myself, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Let me go through the rest of these. J.K. Perkins says, why focus on Medellin for Latinas when you could go to other countries in Latin America like Central America, Mexico, Lima, Buenos Aires, Bogota, or Quito? Have you looked into these countries at all?
Nah, but I looked at Dominican Republic. I saw a lot of women that I'd find attractive there too. And one of my friends actually he came back from DR and he was telling me, hey, you gotta go. He was proper getting on to me saying I need to go to DR. So, but apart from that, I haven't really looked into it that deep.
Shout out to Tom Ahawk with the 10 USD. He says, love your content, bro. I just got back from Cartagena and I'm in Medellin in October. I plan to go to Cartagena soon. Can you tell me the best months to go to Cartagena? You could go to Cartagena any month of the year, bro. It's going to be the same women walking around, being beautiful, being thick, and smelling good. So you're good to go. Passport Salvation says, come to the dark side, King Rich, and trick that YouTube bag. I'm trying to tell him, bro. He's gonna end up tricking it off, man. I'm telling him, man.
Oh God,
I'm telling him, man. He's gonna trick it all off, bro.
Man. That's so scary, bro. Like, oh
yeah.
Because the thing is that, do you know why it's so mad as well? Yeah, because there's so many women that I know I would find attractive, that I know that I want to, you know, hypothetically I would want to, you know, like, do you get what I'm saying? And if you're saying the only way you don't speak Spanish, bro, they don't care about looks, bro, they don't care about all the, then it's like, bro, like, damn, I'm gonna go broke out here, bro, because like there's a lot.
Bro, and dudes go broke. Yeah, bro. That's a real thing overseas that people don't talk about enough. Is like the, you know, especially the YouTubers that go abroad, they spend a lot of money on women. Like it's gonna drain your bank account, because you would think if you're used to maybe smashing 2 girls a month, or you got a little rotation, you're content with that. When you get to Colombia and you see all of these angelic demons walking around with their BBLs and looking good and smelling good, now
smiling at you,
papi, papacito, que rico, like just doing that to you all day. It's very hard for you to go, all right, man, what's a little 30? What's a little 50? What's a little 80? But that stuff adds up. And now you got a whole car note, if not a rent, that you're just blowing every month on women.
Now you can't even eat. You can't even eat, bro. You have to start eating grapes. Like,
listen, man.
You start to eat 1 apple a day, bro. Like, that's it.
Dudes, if dudes had to choose between a sandwich and getting some box, they're gonna get the box, bro.
Yeah, nah, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Apartment R says, if you pay in Medi, would that eliminate your chances of getting scoped? Yes, it does. It definitely does. Like I said, when you're in Rome, do as the Romans do. I don't see the point in fighting against it. Obviously, here in America, I would never indulge in any of that nonsense, because I do just feel like I could still go to the bar or go to the club and go riz something, you know, hop on Tinder and bag something. But I just know that process of trying to secure the girl takes longer. Inside of Colombia, it's instantaneous, and it's going to destroy your dopamine. It sounds
like it's like the reverse.
What?
It sounds like it's just reversed, like. So, like in comparison to, like, you know, back home, it's just the reverse, bro. Like everything's just reversed round.
Listen, if you have no intention of having children right now, and you just want to get yours off, Colombia is the best place to go, because most of those women don't want to have children with you anyway. So let's just be for real. Like, they don't want children with you anyway, right? So as long as you got the money to spend, they're gonna do whatever you tell them to do. Especially when you get away from the girl. See, like these girls walking through these like streets, they know how to make money.
Yeah.
When you go to the girls that don't know how to make money, oh, now you're in a totally different ball game. Like, so now if you tell a girl, hey, and this is something really outlandish, but I'm pretty sure this is what every man wants. You got enough money to get yourself a big ass house, build it up from scratch. 15 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, and you go to 10 of the most beautiful women you've ever seen in your life, and you say, "Hey, come and live with me." You can probably make that happen as a reality for you, and they'll find a way to live in harmony because you got the bread. That's the reality of being in a first world country, making the money you make, and going to these countries. You can actually really live like a king. Now, did you have to buy that affection? That's the only thing that you're gonna have to stomach. You know what I'm saying? Do you care that you might have to buy that affection, or do you not care? Well, I'll give you guys some truth. The majority of rich and powerful men throughout history have had to buy or influence their affection. It wasn't organic, and it wasn't what's the word people say? Authentic. It was influenced by money or power.
It's crazy.
Tell me what you think about that.
I think there's truth to that. I think that like a lot of I think there's absolute truth to that, to be fair. The majority of guys walking around are not like some mad handsome dudes. That's the facts. So like it is what it is, like. But that's crazy, bro.
Cap Tie with the 1,000 jewels, bro. I appreciate you, Brody.
Yeah, man. So what was I gonna say? I was gonna ask you something. What do you see? Do you see a lot of like guys? Because I watch a lot of these type of videos. I just find them so entertaining. These kind of videos. I went to Cartagena, and this is what it's like going to. And then you see a lot of guys going there, and I do see black guys with chains on, big chains, throwing money around, like doing the most, wearing the most loudest drip they can find with the biggest Gucci logo on the chest. Like, what do you think of when you see dudes doing all of that kind of stuff?
They're just new here, and they're just operating foolishly, right? Like they're doing what they think will get the women to, like they think it makes them stand out more. But it's just like you said, doing the opposite gets you a lot farther. Being quiet with what you have. Like I could go to the Parquilleras or the clock tower, like what you just had on the screen, and a t-shirt and slippers. And all I got to do is, hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cuánto quieres? Oh, quiero, solo tengo eso. Meaning that, okay, how much do you want? Okay, I just have this. She's more receptive to that than the gold chains. When she sees the gold chains and the jewelry and the throwing money, all she sees is, oh, he's a sucker. He's a sucker. So I'm going to try to suckle him out of as much money as I possibly can. That's how they think. And what's crazy, I know I'm giving you guys a lot of Colombia sauce right now. What's crazy is the more of a sucker you look like to them, the less time they spend with you.
Oh, okay.
These women, they have a hustle switch. They look at you like, okay, he's a hustle. They get theirs off on, I'm going to get as much from him and give him as least as possible. That's how their mind thinks. So they are going to require you to do more for them and give you less. When you give them less, they do more for you. Right? Okay. Which is pretty interesting because you're like, why is this woman giving me more of herself if I'm giving her less? Now you start understanding female nature. I'm going to leave it like that. You guys can interpret that however you do. But that's, should you be giving women more or should you be giving them less? How does their brain respond to that? And I've noticed.
Let me ask you this. One of the last things I'm going to ask you about, like you see, in terms of like, you being over there, like you're going to have to kind of like forget about body count and stuff like that. You're going to have to completely forget about that because they're going to have mad body. They racked up a body count that day. That there's no point you even thinking about that, bro. Like, and another thing, because now I'm thinking like on some crazy levels, So if a girl comes to your crib, she was a bit late, You're like, oh, what took you so long? You know what took her long, bro? Yeah. She's getting that guy off to pop. Yeah. So now when she comes to your house, do you make these girls take a shower every time they get to your house, bro? Like, here's some toothpaste, a toothbrush. He's a sponge, he's a flannel.
Yeah,
Because
I
that's
mean,
crazy to me, bro. Like I in fact I done that with, bro. When I was in America, there was one girl, I remember I made her do that, bro. Like she got to our place and was like, yeah, you could take a shower, you know. Oh,
yeah.
for real? Yeah. Here's a towel. Here, take a shower. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, cause like, do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I mean, listen. Sometimes you're gonna have to deal with the fact you're just not the first guy she's seeing
That day.
that day. Sometimes you're not the first guy she's seeing that hour, right?
Oh shit.
You could be texting a girl like, yo, I'm up the block, meet me. And for some reason, she just doesn't respond for 45 minutes. Then you're like, yo, don't even assume she got lost. My phone, I dropped my phone. The Uber took me somewhere else. She just finished getting some dude off, and now she's going to come over to you. Yeah. Yo, bro, you look so disgusted by this shit. I'm telling you, when you live there, you're gonna see, like, bro, this is a completely different culture. Now, to some defense, I know there's gonna be some Latinas gonna watch this. That's not true. That's because you're only dealing with streetwalkers. I'm telling you, they all have the same behavior, bro. It doesn't matter. Some of them are more aggressive with it, like they need to do this to survive. Others of them are doing it because they genuinely enjoy being that way. They're way more sexually liberated in the entirety of South America, not just like Colombia. They're more sexually liberated than what you're used to. 9 times out of 10, you could call a girl from her crib to your house in the UK, and you're probably the only guy she's seen maybe that week. It's very unlikely inside of Colombia. It's unlikely. You know
what do you think the typical body count is? Just an estimate. That's crazy, bro.
Thousands. The girls in Pattaya, Thailand, I think, have more bodies on average than girls in Colombia. Because I know for a fact they're in the thousands. So in Colombia, I wouldn't be surprised if a girl said she was at 400 or 500, but you're dealing with a minimum of 100. Minimum. And that's like, oh, girl is probably really modest. A minimum of 100.
Modest.
So modest. Modest is 3-digit body count. Yeah, but it's usually going a couple thousand, bro. Easily.
But she good looking though.
She's good looking, but it's like, man, I think you can meet a regular chick out there that doesn't do that, and she still might be, you know, a couple dozens in. How do you know? How do you know? You know what I mean? Like,
no, but you do know, because like, if she's selling box, you know, that's it.
Some girls, when
she didn't just start that day. She didn't just start that day you met her, bro.
Listen, bro. Some girls know guys don't like that, so they lie to you. How you gonna know? Oh, I get it. So you might do she's not going to be able to pair bond. You're not going to know if she's pair bonding with you or not. She could fake it the whole time. She can't stop touching you. She's in love. She listens to everything you say. I mean, they do that naturally already. So how do you know?
Yeah.
You don't. You either stay out of Colombia,
scary, bro.
You either stay out of Colombia or you just accept it. No choice.
I don't think I'm mature enough for that, bro. I was talking about I'm mature. I don't think I'm mature enough for that level, bro. Like, that's crazy, bro. All right, let me ask you this then.
Yeah.
Like, how many times have you slept with a girl and then found out, oh, she slept with my boy? Like, she slept with my guy.
That happens all the time, bro. That happens. So I'm in the travel space, passport bro space. I don't really consider myself a passport bro, but I think damn near everybody watching this is gonna say, nah, you're definitely a passport bro, right? But,
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, but so as a YouTuber, when I put a girl on my live stream, and I do this a lot, I bring girls on the couch, they'll be talking to the audience. I know dudes that go and seek the girl right after me. Some guys hit me up to get access to the girl. And I'm not mad at them for that, right? Because they're like, yo, bro, I totally want to get at that girl. Can you send me your WhatsApp? You send me her IG. Or it'll just so happen that I meet a girl, she's dope, and then I know another guy that says, oh yeah, bro, like I had her too. And it kind of just takes away that exclusiveness for me because I'm like, damn, I can't even like you if I wanted to like you because it's like how many dudes that watch my channel then already had you folded up like a pretzel, like I can't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
like you're like one of your subscribers just went Cartagena for a weekend. They didn't even stay a whole week. They just did, bro. They did 48 hours, bro. They slided in the girl. That the girl's trying to hug you. You're just trying to kiss your face. You're like, man, you're gross. Like,
bro, these girls tell me like there's guys for some reason. I made sure I told guys please stop doing this. There's guys that say, hey, I know you from the Homieshub channel, so they'll tell the girl, and the girl knows the channel, so she'll come back to me. Because it's like, yo, like you're bringing me business. Just the fact you sat me on your stream and introduced me to your audience. Now, when guys fly out here and they see me, I'm like their first option because, you know, it's like indirect business for them. And some reason the guys go tell them like, yeah, I watched you on, you know, Homieshub channel. And then she'll come and tell me like, yeah, some guy, he was like really excited. He said he saw me on your channel and blah, blah, blah. And yeah, yo, man, this has happened to me dozens of times over the last 2 years, bro. It happens a lot. It happens a lot, bro. A lot.
So, like, all right. So, would you say the average girl out there is like an 8 back home?
Nah, I would say the average girl in Colombia is probably like a 7.
Oh, the average is a 7. Okay.
Good 7, okay. Yeah. But there's so many of them. And this is why Colombia crushes Brazil. It's just there's too many of them that could be 8s, 9s, or 10s. It's too many, bro. It's unbearable how many 8s, 9s, or 10s you'll see on a regular basis. You just won't come back to your country feeling the same about your women. You're just gonna be like, I'm not. There's a whole world of bad bitches out there, and you look the way you look. It's like, nah, I can't.
That's true. Because that's what my boy said. And even when my other boy went Brazil, and then my other boy went DR, and then he came back and he said, bro, when I came back, I was sad, bro. Like,
yeah,
it's like you're sad. Like, it's just like you come back and you look around and you're like, what is this? Why am I here? This I'm not meant to be here. Just like that's crazy because it's just like. But again, it's trade-offs because the women there, they are like way more attractive on like pound for pound. Mm-hmm. But then you're talking about they've at least got 100 bodies to their name, at least
minimum. Yeah.
And it's not to say women in first world countries ain't fucking, they're fucking. But is it to the same extent? Is it in the culture just to be like a Jezebel? No, it's not. It's actually frowned upon, despite Sexy Red and all these people promoting it. Right. It's still frowned upon. So I don't know. It's trade-offs.
Yeah, I mean, if I could mix the best of both worlds, but you can't. Like I said, that
you can't. Yeah,
it's a totally different world, and it's not real. And it's like the longer you stay there, the more unreal it becomes. So you have your experience coming for the weekend. Oh my God, I had this baddie. I have a different experience of this baddie is in love with me and she stalks me everywhere that I go. Meanwhile, she's probably slept with 15 dudes this week, right?
5 of them that you know as well.
Right, and 5 of them I know. Other dudes have a completely different reality than me. I know a dude that was staying out here and he had one of those streetwalkers giving him money. Like, it gets deep, bro. Like, some dude, he got so broke, he had to depend on a streetwalker to give him money. So she's bad, gorgeous girl. She's going around doing what she's doing, but she's coming home and she's breaking that bread off to an American dude. And you're just looking like, how did you even get her like that? Like, how did you get to the point where you got a third world country girl giving you money? So it's like, that doesn't seem realistic, but it's like the longer you stay here, you realize like, yo, anything's possible here. It's really just, you know.
That's crazy. Would you live there full time?
So usually I stay in Colombia 6 months at a time. For the past 2 years, this time around I was there for about 5
Damn,
months.
6 months.
Oh yeah, my bro, I'm telling you, I'm here a while, bro. I've been in
You're a
Colombia
greedy
long.
guy, bro. You're a greedy guy. You're a greedy guy.
I'm there for a
6
long
months.
time, bro. Even some of those videos
That's
you
a
pull
long
up,
time.
I know a lot of those girls already. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been seeing them for the past 2 or 3 years, but I think this time around I would. Before I said I wouldn't, but I would live there full time if just like my situation was right. So I stay there because I work online and like I make my money and stuff like that. But I didn't get my visa. But I think I could live there full time. But I think part of me would have to take a break and like vacation to America, just to like remind myself that the world isn't like this. Like this isn't real. It's not a real place once you get there.
You're in Neverland. You're living in Neverland.
Yeah. Every temptation that you can imagine is in abundance when you go to Colombia, right? It takes a lot of self-discipline to not crash out. For me, I have a lot of self-discipline. I take time off from dealing with women. I might go 10 days and not even see a woman, just simply because it's like, at like what point do you start getting on some Diddy-ish because all you do is knock down the baddies? How many threesomes?
That's true, That's true.
Yeah.
That's why I said it's not healthy.
Yeah.
This is why I was saying it's not healthy, because if you're living this weird, like perfect, like fantasy life, then it will become stale. It will eventually.
Yeah.
Like you're just smashing eights, nines. They're gonna, like, the novelties is gonna wear off. It's gonna be stale. Then before you know it, you're gonna start doing some deviant crap.
You might start turning to drugs. You might start like me. I'm not, I don't do drugs at all. The most I've ever done was like smoke some weed. But it's like, at what point? Because like some people have different ways they try to push that threshold. But it's like, what is going to be your thing that you're going to start getting into so that you can feel the same level of dopamine? Like, it's inevitable as a human being, you're going to want more dopamine. So I sit there and I ask myself, I'm like, you know what? For me to just never even get to that point, just take a break. Chill. Yeah. Like me, and I see you in a boxing gym, bro. I see you getting your shit done, bro. I'm boxing 3 or 5 times a week, bro. So I'm just like,
good man.
I'm keeping my my mind clear, because I know that temptation is always there and it's in abundance. Yeah. It's not going anywhere. So why, focus up. Now some men come out, go out there and they just crash out. They can't help themselves. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So yeah, because if you're a guy and like back home, you wasn't getting no buns, and then you go fucking Cartagena, bro, you're gonna go crazy. And the first bad chick with the BBO and the big rack smiling at you, you'll be like, oh my God, I'll pay whatever. Then you do that, then you keep doing that, and before you know it, you go broke, you get scoped. I don't know, get one of these hoes pregnant. I don't know, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, that shit's crazy, bro. Hey, let me ask you this though.
Yeah.
What's better? Where is better for like good looking women? Dominican Republic or Colombia?
Colombia by far. Not even close.
Swear.
Not even close, bro.
I saw some bad DR chicks outside. What's that place called? That club. The bait one. What is it? What is it called?
I know what you're talking about.
Infinity.
Bro, listen to me, bro. I don't care what you've seen in DR. You'll find that ×2 in Colombia. I can promise you that, bro. I'm telling you, these videos of you seeing girls in Parquilleras and the clock tower, that's a fraction of what's in Colombia. The most beautiful girls don't even walk those strips at all. They just don't. They don't like you won't see them regularly. You might catch her at the gym, right? It's like some women are so stunning. Like if I took any one of the regular girls that was in my rotation and walked her through the neighborhood, these motherfuckers would be hollering and barking at her. Now take something that's super bad and have her walking through. Oh my God, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to think about what it would look like to just put one of those girls walking through your neighborhood when, you know, guys are out. Everyone's going to be breaking their necks, honking their horns. Now take one of those super duper bad chicks that people don't usually see and have her walk through. Bro, it gets too crazy. And I'm like, there's nothing that even comes close, bro. Nothing comes close.
Okay. All right. Last thing I want to get to though, the danger factor. How dangerous is Colombia? Like, what's the dangers, the main dangers, and how dangerous is it for real? Because I think a lot of people are talking about that aspect of recent times, how dangerous Colombia, and I think a lot of people have been put off. I know. There was a point where I was thinking about coming out there, but then I got put off when all these cases of scopolamine started popping up, and all of this crazy stuff, people getting robbed and unalived and all of this stuff, and I was just like, bro, like, I don't know, bro. I don't speak no Spanish, bruv.
Right.
Do you get what I'm
saying? Colombia is dangerous. I don't want to paint a perception that it's not. I've lived here, right? You guys, it's only been here for 3-4 days. Please do not argue this with me. Like, I've lived in this place for months at a time. It's dangerous, but does it feel dangerous on a day-to-day basis? No. You won't feel the danger, but you'll hear about it, right? So some random city, you know, I think at some point, some like militia or military let a bomb off and it killed like 26 random people for some reason. You got the taxi drivers that pull guns out on you, so you should never take taxis. It's dangerous when you don't have common sense or you put yourself in a very dangerous kind of situation. For them, they grow up in this danger, so it doesn't feel dangerous to them because there's just things they just don't do. For me, I've been there. I don't take yellow cabs no matter what. I just do not. I stopped drinking with women, right? If I drink with a girl, I really know her, really trust her, and even then I'm watching her constantly. You're going to build a sense and a routine of how to keep yourself safe. And some people that's never been is going to say, man, that's too much. Why would you have to go through all of that? But it's like, once you've done it once, it's going to stick with you. You'll know what to do and what not to do. But overall, Colombia is not dangerous because of cartel or scopolamines. Even the druggings happen. They don't happen as much as you think they do. They happen, but they don't happen as much as you think they do. Why it gets dangerous is how law enforcement handles crime. I think that's what makes it dangerous, right?
Wow. What do you mean by that?
If a guy could walk into a restaurant and shoot somebody dead in his head, and it's a 50-50 chance, even though his face is on camera, that he's actually going to get prosecuted.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's not, you know what I mean? It's not like the comfort. I'll always speak for like America. If I let a round off, the odds they catch me and put me in jail is very high. Out there, they could commit a whole atrocity, and the odds they catch them or the cops even want to do their job, unlikely. You get drugged, the chance that someone's going to jail, unlikely. It's just not happening.
That's crazy. Have you come across Obiland?
Yeah.
Because I watch his videos. I react to his videos as well, man. Sometimes, like, and like, I don't know. It just seems like the law enforcement over there, they're very laid back, bro. Like, it's like everything's just laid back in that country. Like, so it's just like if something pops off, I don't know what you're gonna do, bro. Like,
you can pay them. You can. So I had a situation where a girl stole my phone, and I was very proactive on getting my phone back. So I'm willing. The phone wasn't worth anything, but I was willing to put money on her just for the sake of the fact of what she did. But I was calling, every hotel or motel she might have been staying at. Her friends ended up snitching on her. That's another thing that make it dangerous is like they don't even trust each other and they snake each other too, right? So
wow.
Yeah, so her friend ended up telling on her, gave me the details I wanted. I ended up going to the police and I said, listen, I don't care how much she gives you. You can keep all of that. Just arrest her. She stole my phone. She already committed a crime. They had no intention of taking that girl to jail, bro. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Like they sat her in the car. she called up some girl to go get money, and she, like she paid me for the phone. But that was me being proactive, super proactive, on some like Liam Neeson-ish from like Taken. Like I'm like, yo, like I'm gonna find you, bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? After she gave me the money, they was like, oh, do you still want us to take her up? I was like, obviously, but at most that they would do is take her up the block, drop her off, right? They're gonna pretend like they arrested her. So you got to take the law into your own hands, which is what the people end up doing anyway. So,
damn. Yeah. Hey, I think we've learned a lot from you today, bro.
Let me ask you this question, Rich. So, do you think even a little bit your perspective on tricking has changed, even a tiny bit?
Would I do it? In the UK? Absolutely not.
Would
I do it in America? Absolutely not, bro.
Colombia.
I don't have to. Yeah. If I was in Colombia, I mean, I don't know. Do you know what? Let me just be safe and say I don't know, bro. Probably, I don't know. Probably not. Probably do it. Probably won't do it. I don't know, bro.
You're so lucky you were not in Colombia with me. I would have thrown every demon BBL Latina right at you, bro, just to test it. Like, yeah, go ahead.
Right, if I go there, I'm going to message you, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna message you. I watched some of your videos, man. I seen you go out to the club. I saw one video. You went out to the club, yeah, and like, I think you didn't really like it. I can't remember. Like I don't know if you went with a girl. Oh, I can't remember. But like, it just seemed real. Like I could imagine being there. Do you get what I'm saying? I could see myself being in that environment and stuff like that. Like, so yeah, if I go, I'm gonna holler at you, bruh. Cause like you live there, you speak Spanish. I don't need my Google Translate because you're there, bruh. Yeah, that's it. That's it, bruv. Yeah, and try to get a bargain in it. No, mad extortion, bro. A bargain.
Yeah, I think when you come,
hypothetically, for anyone watching, hypothetically,
go,
I'm just hypotheticals.
You're gonna go, bro. I promise you're gonna go. And when you get there, you're gonna get back to the UK. You're gonna be like, "What am I doing here, bro?" You're gonna fall under the same.
When I watch them videos, I already think like, how is this? Like, they're just walking around, and it's like, the way the women look is like, yes, you can talk to them. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like for instance, anyone that's from London, you've been to London.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that in London is bad vibes. Everybody says that it's a bad vibe, bro. Like between men and women, everybody's kind of like a bit standoffish, a bit grumpy. Yeah. And the women, bruh, you better hope she actually likes you, bro. Because if she don't like you, she'll try and embarrass you, or just bring your ego right down, bro. She might not even speak. You speak, and she'll just not even acknowledge you, bro. Like that's common. Do you get what I'm saying? But when I see these videos, bro, the women actually look like they're standing around. They're waiting for the guy to speak to them. Now, obviously, these women are selling box, so they're doing business, but it's still it's a breath of fresh air to be in an environment where the women are not grumpy. You know what I'm saying? Like
it. So I'm gonna say this too, because I know some dudes in my comments right now talking mess, and people always do this. When you're in Colombia, you don't feel like you're buying box, even if that's what you're doing. It doesn't feel that way. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure inside America, right? It probably feels like it. It really feels like, hey, just give me my money, do what you're gonna do, and I'm gonna go. And maybe sometimes you'll run into that inside of Colombia, but a lot of the time, they really know how to up your ego. First world country, the women want to bring you down. In Colombia, they're constantly lifting your ego up, right? Like they want you to feel like a man, like and they want you to be a man. And it gets intoxicating for real when a girl decides, you know what, I'm not going to treat you like a customer anymore. I actually like you. Even if she's just playing the long game, right? She's just trying to have you as a stable figure in her life. That happens much easier in Colombia than it will ever happen inside of a first world country. The women are more inviting. They're more warm. They're more, so you're going to enjoy being here. You won't, how you look at everything now will change once you've actually been in the country. You're going to go, okay, this is just a regular way of life. And then when you look at what you would have had to spend or earn in America to get that same treatment, it's like a no-brainer. Like, why would I go back to America when I can have this all the time? You know what I'm saying? And if you're not a crash out, it's just going to be like what I could probably imagine your life would be. Is going to be content, the gym, and whatever girl that likes to kick it with you. And it's like you'll probably learn a little bit of Spanish and you'll get yourself out of the realm of buying box, and you'll just have a girl that is with you 24/7, but you just take care of her. You're not going to feel like you're buying box at that point. You're just going to feel like you're just being a man. So for the guys that relocate and live in Colombia, that's the life they live right now. They would never come back to the US. They would never go back to Canada. They would never go back to the UK, because it's like, I'm going to be doing this for a woman and she could take half my stuff. These women can't take half your stuff. They can't put you on child support. They can't do nothing. The only thing they can do,
wow, that's true,
is be feminine to you. They can't do anything else.
That's crazy. When you put it like that, that's crazy. But it's just the fact of, I know that they fucked like everybody, bro. Like, that just makes me sick.
Why do you care, bro? Why do you care, though?
I know, but it makes me sick, bro.
bro, you.
That's why I said
care.
I'm not mature.
You shouldn't care, because I'm sure that you went to university. I know some of those girls got down in college, bro. The whole football
absolutely,
team.
bro.
Right.
Yeah.
Bro, you're gonna meet women.
But those girls wasn't around me like every day. Like, oh, she's with me every day, hugging on me every day. These are girls that she's just here. Oh, yeah, what you doing tonight? Oh, yeah, drink. Them times of drinking and shit like that, just hanging out. And then I probably won't hang out with you for a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. Then I'll pop up again. Oh, what's going on? Blah, blah, blah. Like, then you talk about it with your friends. Oh, yeah, what? Did you see things? Yeah. High five. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's not, that's different to a girl that I know she's got 1,000 bodies and now I'm playing house with her. That's weird. Like,
I totally get that, because I still feel that way. And I'm not sitting here telling you I would cuff any of them, because clearly I was just being a bachelor when I was out there. I wasn't cuffing anyone.
Yeah.
But the older I get, the more I realize that a lot of men that would judge you for wifing a bop are currently wifing a bop.
Wifing a bop.
It's like, why do you care that much? I don't really care that much. It's like, you know what? If she does the right thing by me and she know to keep that box at home, and some of those girls, they done did all of that just to survive. If they got a solid man, they don't have the curiosity of what would it be like to do all this, because she's already done that. She just needs a consistent guy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
the way you said that was just funny, man. She ain't even thinking about that. She's done it already.
She's done it all, bro. As long as you don't think about it, you'll be able to sleep at night. But she's done it all with every type of guy that you can imagine. She gets no excitement. I honest to God think Latinas, not all of them, right? Because some of them are just straight up bops. But there are Latinas where when they're with a man, they don't go anywhere. They don't even look outside of their home ever.
I heard that Latinas are very like, what's the word? They get very jealous.
Yeah.
Is that true?
You'll maybe not you. I've had women, it was service. Like, here, take this money. We do what we do, go. She catches me outside the next day and she's jealous. Like, why are you back out here? Why are you looking for other women? Why are you? It's like the most unreal.
Why are you here selling box?
You're selling box. Oh, don't get me started on how they look at that. So they look at you buying box worse than them selling it. They go, no, I'm out here working to survive. You're just out here pleasuring yourself. So you're worse than I am. That's literally how they look at you. I swear to God, that's literally how they look at you. Then don't go and catch one of those girls on a stroll and she's the girl that you got for free. If she's the girl that you got for free, if she catch you outside talking to a girl that she no charge money, now she's looking at you like, oh, so I'm the stupid one that's giving it to you for free. You're paying other girls.
Yeah.
Now,
but that actually makes sense though. That does make sense though.
It makes sense, but it's sick. It's sick. It's like,
but at the same time, she still sells box, so she can't be. It's just all twisted, bro. It's twisted.
It's twisted, but there's like a level of dopamine high that you're gonna enjoy going into just having those back and forth with them. Like, are you really upset that I'm out here hanging out? Like, and it's gonna be like, yeah, I'm upset. Why would you be with another girl that's not me? Madness.
They're
Madness.
crazy. Hey, bro, as I said, yeah, listen up. If I'm going there, I'm gonna holler at you, and you're Nigerian as well, Nigerian American, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna holler at you because you know what to do. Hypothetically, if I was to go out there, I'm not saying I am. I'm just saying if it ever was to happen on a crazy fortnight, 6 weeks.
I think you should do it, bro. I think your perspective, because there's a lot of things that I could tell you, but if you were to live it, I think your perspective will definitely change. And it's like, you know, maybe you feel a little different about Latinas, whether they like black men or not, but I'm gonna tell you, bro, the more time you spend inside of Colombia, man, it's less about color and it's more just about your status. Like, what is your status as like an individual? I think you will complete the picture. It won't be like an inference anymore. Like, you would have actually lived it, and you will be able to say, okay, now I understand it.
No, absolutely. I think experience is the best teacher. Like, obviously, like when I lived in America and actually lived there, that's when it's like I got an understanding of certain things. I don't know everything, but I got a very good understanding in comparison to, you know, someone that, yeah, you've watched American media and you think you know about America, but you don't. You haven't had feet on the ground. So I agree with you, bro. That's hypothetically if I was to go there, bro.
How was your experience in America? Like, how do you feel about the woman in America versus London?
I think that America is a harder market than London. London is a very hard market, but it's not necessarily because of the dating. I think that the culture in the UK is very kind of grumpy, especially within the black community. It's kind of grumpy, like especially in London, because everyone is it's expensive city, it's crowded, everybody's kind of competing with everybody. Like, it's just a lot going on, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? Okay. Like, I was in North Carolina, which is like, you know, the South. The South is a lot slower. So maybe that may not be the best representation of the whole of the States.
Right.
But from what I saw, you know, the women were more aggressive, as in, if they like you, it's on. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's on, and they'll give you a sign that it's going to be obvious that they like you. That was my experience anyway. But you got to remember, I was a student athlete, I was a college athlete. You know that kind of, like we're talking about, not clout, but
status, bro.
Status, yes, that's the word. So that level of status, especially when you're in college in that kind of environment, you're on a team that everybody goes to go watch on Saturday. Like, you're basically a little celebrity in the, and then for the fact I was from the UK as well, it just gave me an extra boost. Like, you're black from the UK, like, wow, there's black people in the UK. Wow, like,
I know that accent was getting you the pussy. I already know. I already know, bro. I already know.
I slept with girls the first day I met them, like loads of times, bro.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, and this is why I say that I was getting girls before I went to America, but then when I went to America, it was different. Like, these are foreign. This is, bro. It just like it just ramped up, and then it's just like, I don't know, bro. Then I come back to London, it was ramping up. It's still ramping up because then now I'm doing like the social media stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So now that's just made my thing go even higher now. Because like when I'm in London, like people do recognize me. Do you get what I'm saying? Not to say I'm some mad celebrity, but you know, every night, especially when I'm with a girl. So say I'm with a girl that I'm talking to, she may not even know I do social media because I don't like to tell. Because I say a lot of stuff that will probably upset girls. So the best thing is probably not to tell them.
Same.
So when I'm out with a girl and then, you know, a random guy be like, hey, King Riches, I watch your videos. Like, now the girl's seen that. And be like, huh? Who are you?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're somebody, aren't you? And I'm like, nah, I'm just on the internet a little bit. I still don't go into it. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, and then that raises my status to the girl I'm with. That's literally happened every single girl I've been out with. That it always happens. Somebody will say, yo, I watch your videos, keep doing your thing. Do you get what I'm saying? And then that just raises my status with the girl I'm with. It always happens, bro.
So you don't try to utilize the clout you have a little bit to try to get you some, you know, just better results?
I've had girls come to my social media already knowing me and then being interested, but I've never gone out there and been like, hey, I've got a 100K YouTube channel, come and talk to me, or you should get to know me. Like, I've never done that. Like, because I always just think, I don't know. I don't even think about that really. I don't really think about it. Like for instance, if a girl gets my Instagram, I'm only like, what's it, 10,000 subscribers on Instagram, which is obviously it's still more than the average person, but like, it's not, I don't know. I don't really deep it, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't really deep it, bro. Like, because I know I've got friends that are really known. Do you get what I'm saying? If I'm standing next to some of my other friends, I'm nobody, bro. I'm just a regular guy. I'm a regular civilian, bro. You feel me? So like, I don't think I'm at that stage where I can really be like, hey, I'm King Riches, give me bucks. Do you feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm not at that stage.
Not yet, but definitely will get there. I want to hit some more of these super chats real quick. Tom
go for it, bro.
Says, appreciate the response, bro. Thank you for the super chat, Brody. He says, to give more context, can you tell me which months are better to go to Cartagena when it comes to the weather? So I went to Cartagena in the summer. Every time I've gone to Cartagena was like June, July, August. I would say those were the months that I've had the most fun. Those were the months where I've seen most of the girls outside. Those were the months where I've just seen a lot of that like African Latina beauty that I like to see, bro. So if you go there, definitely try to go there in the summer. Rara BX says, can I have an orange Fanta, bro? What is that about?
That's funny. Okay.
Mollywood Talks, what up, G? He says, if King Richards goes to Medellin, he's going to lose his mind. Absolutely. For sure. I think he's going to come back talking a whole totally different tone about Latinas. He's going to be like, yo, those girls out there, bro, they love black men. They love black men. I'm telling you, bro. He's going to be coming back speaking another language, bro. Another language, 100%.
I will say this. If I did go out there, I'd be shooting so much content. I literally be doing 24-hour vlogs out there, bro. Literally. Because that travel stuff, that goes off.
Yeah, man. It's lit to travel, man. I've been to 6 countries over the past year. Colombia, Lima, Peru, Japan, Thailand, Philippines. I'm probably leaving some.
Oh yeah, you did the East Asia. We need to come back. I want you to come back and do another video talking about East Asia, how that was like. Not this one. This one was.
Colombia, I know. We can do another, but
yeah.
I would love to live in Asia, man. I'll just put it like that.
You'd love to live there.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Nah, that's not for me, man. That's where we go different ways. We go different ways, bro. Like
Asia is him, man. Asia's him. That's a good continent to be on. It's cheap to go between the countries. Japan for me was spectacular. I know other people think it's like really boring in Japan, but Japan was great for me. It was great.
So you'd pick Japan over Colombia?
No. I'd pick Thailand over Colombia for sure. Because the only thing, I mean, there's a couple differences, but you just gonna have to accept the fact, like I said before, Thailand is a little bit more realistic, and Colombia is just not a real place, bro. Like, secondly, you don't want to live in constant temptation. Like, I call it cocaine water. That's the terminology that we use on my channel. You start drinking water with cocaine in it 24/7, you're never going to be able to drink regular water ever again. And the reality is you're not going to be able to do that all the time. So it's like you're just not going to enjoy life when you're not in Colombia. You got to give it a break. You got to give it a break so that you come back and you appreciate it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I feel you. That makes perfect sense, bro. Is there any more things you wanted to shout out?
Nah, man. I appreciate us having this conversation. Obviously,
this was I really enjoyed this, bro. This was hey, I really enjoyed, bro. It's literally 2:30 in the morning, bro, and we are coming up to the 3-hour mark on the live stream, bro. And I enjoyed every minute of this, bro. You get what I'm saying? This was the one, especially because again, as I said to you earlier, any video, I haven't posted any video or done a live stream in like about a week. Yeah, I just had to take time off. I've just been boxing, I've just been training, I've just been doing other things. But now I came back and we did this live stream and I'm so happy. And you know what? Yeah, I nearly fucked up because I completely forgot we was gonna do this live stream. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, now you're good, bro.
The homie he got me right. He was like, "Bro, what the fuck's going on? Are we doing this or what?" I was like, "Oh shit, my bad, bro. I forgot, bro." You get what I'm saying? So you really came through, man. But yeah, shout out whatever you got going on, man. Shout out whatever you got going on.
Yes, sir. So shout out to all of you guys watching, to those of you guys that's in King Rich's chat and in the Homies Hub. I appreciate you guys. Sorry that I got you guys super chats late, man. We just having a really good conversation. So I am Mosa from the Homies Hub. My name is Mosa. The Homies Hub is my community. It's my platform. I basically kind of just break down to my community, sharing my kinds of experiences similar to the conversation we had tonight. So for the guys in my chat, they've been hearing me talk about, like Colombia like this for like 2 years. So a lot of them went out there, enjoyed it. We just launched a mobile app. It's called the Homies Hub app. You guys can download it. I give access to a lot of the like clubs, nightlife, events, anything kind of just going on that's like behind the scenes is catered for my audience. And some of those really dope personalities that I've met in Colombia will also be on the app as well. So you guys can download it and tap in. You guys want to meet some normal, regular women out there in Colombia and embrace the culture. The community is definitely a good place for y'all to come. So salute the King Riches, man. I appreciate us having this conversation. And like I said, bro, I've been watching your channel for years, bro. So I'm a viewer, bro. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching it, man. I hear your talking points. You know what I'm saying? I think you got a dope channel, man. I love what you do. I think my only pushback on you ever was just black men and Latinas. You know what I'm saying? But besides that, man, you do some good stuff.
I appreciate you, man. I humbly appreciate you, man. And thank you so much for reminding me to flipping set this up today, bro. Because, like, you know, hindsight's 2020. If I had missed out this opportunity to do this video, bro, and in the parallel universe, I knew I'd messed it up, I would be so pissed. But we got it going on, and it came out awesome, man. 3 hours in, bruh, we smashed it. You smashed it, bro. And yes, again, if I'm going Colombia, I'm hollering at you, bro. I'm hollering at you, bro. Like, all right,
yeah.
So don't leave me hanging, bro. Like, do you get what I'm saying? And the next one I want us to do, I want you to talk about Thailand. Because that's a hot spot.
That's gonna be crazier than this one. I promise you. Well, you know, when I tell you about Thailand, you're just gonna be like, no way, bro. I'm gonna be like, bro, I've never seen anything like that before in my life in Thailand. Ooh. Colombia is different, but Thailand is just
That's the other one. That's the other place. My other boy, he's white. He was like, he went Philippines or whatever, but he went Thailand briefly. He was like, bro, you need to go Thailand. You need to go Thailand, like 100%. Like,
What
and just
question?
video, vlog, and content and all of that stuff and crush it.
You don't like Asian women?
I haven't found that many of them to be my taste.
Oh yeah, bro, you gotta go to Thailand, bro. You tripping, man.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I might.
You tripping?
You know what? My other boy said, "Hey, but there's ones that you're gonna like there. There's certain ones, the types you are there. You haven't seen them yet, but when you're there, you're gonna see the ones you like." Because I don't know what I'm thinking about, but I just, when I think East Asian women, I just think, I don't really find myself drawn to them like that.
If you
like with
Latinas,
yeah, like I do find I'm attracted to them, like,
bro,
like Afro Latinas and the regular Latinas. I find them all attractive. Like, do you get what I'm saying?
I'm gonna DM you some. There are girls in Thailand, and first of all, they don't do that BBL. No, I'm talking about straight Thai chicks. They're built like Colombianas. It's not a lot of them, but they have them out there where it's like, I didn't even know Asian women could be walking around with a dump truck like that. Like, is that even like? Are you fully Thai? Like, it's bro. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah. We're gonna chop it up about Thailand. Probably next week or something like that. We'll tap in again, and we're gonna chop it up because you've been to so many places. We need to get the feet on the ground report, bro. Yeah. The war report. We need to know what's going on. Who's firing back, who's taking shots to the head and all that. We need to know. Do you get what I'm saying? But I'm gonna let you go, man. I appreciate you, everybody. Thank you so much for watching us. I hope that you've learned something. And make sure you like the video. If you haven't subscribed to the Homieshub YouTube channel, make sure you go subscribe to the channel right now. Yeah, he's a good guy. And yeah, just support everything we're doing, man, because it's real. We're just keeping it 300% Sparta. Yeah. But anyway, that being said, appreciate you, my brother. And we'll be back again soon. You lot take care of yourselves.
My G, I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right.
Chat W motherfucking stream. Chat W motherfucking stream. King Riches. Make sure y'all go follow him at King Riches. All right, make sure y'all go tap in with his channel, WW Stream. Shout out to Why Not Sentiment. Says, salute, homie, new subscriber from Riches. I appreciate you, bro. Guys, hit the like button. We got 142 in the building, and we only got 30-something likes. Let's get the likes up. Get the likes up. Okay, chat. I don't think I'm going to be streaming too long tonight. I'm probably going to end pretty soon because I do got some shit that I got to do, and I do want to make me a little meal before I go to bed. But just to update everybody on what's been going on with me, you guys know I've left Colombia. I'm back in the Matrix, sadly. But right now we focused on the bag. I just had my interviews today, so we're looking at some good money being back in America. And then basically, y'all know my plan. Purchase some property in Colombia, purchase some property elsewhere, and kind of just get acclimated to being, just really becoming a global citizen, right? We don't want to stay in one place, right? We want to be able to move around and live in different places. So I'll be working on my visas. I'm going to get my Nigerian citizenship when we go to Nigeria. Like Colombia, we're going to try to get a long-term visa. And then probably Thailand, we're going to get a visa there too. And then I'll basically be in all of the continents that matter, right? So, South America, Asia, and then Africa. So you guys know the plan. Stay tuned. Those of y'all know we have the Homies mobile app out. Please go download that. A lot of the game, the gems, the behind the content, the access that I have in my life, I open it up to those of you guys that join the app. And I'm going to make this announcement prematurely, but so some of you guys know, we might be able to receive a grant of a couple $1,000s for the Homies app. So I really need users on it, you using it, maximizes benefits. I got a lot of perks and benefits coming to you guys that travel, those of you guys that like to just connect with other people, or just some of you guys that just want some of like the behind the scenes content. It's all there. It's all clean, good Christian fun. Okay. Shout out to you for the 10 jewels. Shout out to Nice as you've been on a run with the streams. I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, man. I just think, let's thank God, man. I just think we just attract good energy, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? W stream 6K subs loading. Yes, sir. Road to 10K. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? And make sure that you guys just join the community. You can actually go to the homieshub.com right now. Shout out to Na. And you can join the community and you can download the mobile app as well. But just to give you guys a little bit of a hit. So like I said before, y'all know me. I'm all about trying to make a bag. So we are currently in the process of applying to a grant just to like fund like the Homies Hub, like community. It's some good money and it's going to open up travel and it's going to open up a lot of things I'm doing for y'all. So those of y'all that use the app, I'm putting a lot of benefits and perks in there for you guys to be able to utilize when you travel, when you want to meet people, when you want to socialize, if you want to make money as a digital nomad. All of that's going to be in my app. You guys can join for free. Becoming a member is better. You get more access to perks. Digital nomads are going to have some insane perks I'm going to add, like just being able to make money off your content, being able to find more like remote jobs and things like that. It's going to be a lot, but some of you guys are going to be able to make money just using the Homies app, right? Like just using it, just watching videos, playing music. You're going to be able to literally make money. That's what we're getting the grant for, right? Is I'm proving that concept on the app. How can I make money utilizing an app? How can I make money traveling the world, right? For the last 2 years, you guys have not only seen me travel the world, meet women, and do all this fun shit, but we made money, right? We made money while traveling. Most guys, they got to leave their vacation, and they got to go back home to go work. We made money while traveling. I only came back home because there was a bigger bag on the table. Someone asked if I was going to be a CEO again. No. Would I be opposed to it? No, but they would have to offer me more money. Fortunately, I don't have to be a CEO. That's great. And, for me personally, like I said before, I would rather make the U.S. home base and travel now versus what I was doing before. I was visiting the the country I was born in. I was visiting this country over the last 2 years, but I stayed overseas. So, I want to just help you guys learn how to just, make more money, be fun, just have more freedom. As a man, we got to start looking at how to build our domains and be free. And I think one of the biggest things, like I was telling King Richards, right, is at least go there so that you understand and it adds to your experience as a man, right? Like you just can understand what it's like to live in a different country or just visit it. It adds to your perspective. Now imagine your perspective continues to grow because you visited multiple countries. You've earned money. You know how to earn money on the go, right? Like you can connect with other people that do something very similar. I meet with a lot of digital nomads, a lot of traveling guys that make money online and they travel the world and they get to experience life. And I say your ancestors have never gotten to travel to different continents the way we can, right? Niggas would be on a voyage for fucking 6 months trying to get over to the next country. You can hop on a plane and be there in just a couple of hours. So take advantage of the fact and see the world and understand how the world works when you leave your first world country, right? When you leave Canada, for some of you guys watching in Canada. When you leave America, for some of you guys watching inside America. When you leave the UK, for some of you guys watching from the UK. When you leave Australia, shout out to my Australia guys in the chat, right? You want to be able to go other places and experience the world. Because the world is your oyster, bro. It's your domain. But how are you going to know where you perform best if you only stay in one place? So I appreciate you guys for watching tonight. I appreciate all the super chats. I appreciate the Cash Apps. If you guys want to donate to the Cash App, $Homieshub. For those of you guys that want to get like private consulting, you want to talk to me personally, you want me to give you my perspective on your life and what I think you should do and help you out, you can visit thehomieshub.com and go to consultations, or you can send me an email at forthehomies96@gmail.com. book a consultation. Those of you guys that want to sponsor my app, you want to promote your business on the app, we currently have just under 500 users that have just signed up over the last couple of days. If you would like to get access, promote your business, become a sponsor, or you just want to support, you guys can also do that as well. Send me an email at forthehomies96@gmail.com. Stay tuned for what I'm about to do with this app. I'm telling y'all know I've been cooking over these last 2 years. I told y'all an app was going to come. Niggas like, nah, nigga, you don't got no app coming. Stay tuned, bro. I'm telling y'all, like, this app is really going to be useful for your everyday life. It's not just going to be just an app that I want you to download. It's going to be something that really helps you on your day-to-day life, especially when you're overseas. It's definitely going to help you too. So I appreciate you guys for watching. I appreciate y'all for tapping in with me, man. So 3 hours, that's it. I'm going to get some food. Shout out to everybody. Make sure you guys join the Discord, join the community. We will be back probably again tomorrow, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep streaming until I gotta start working. So we'll be back. And until next time, to everybody else, peace.
Yeah. She know me as king, but today I told her she'll see me as sin or a God. Bow down, it'll give me your eyes. I come before you, but not as a mirage. To be the answer to all of your prayers. Get it now instead of waiting on later. Need a man that isn't stricken by greed. I'm only stricken when you get on your knees. Girl, don't pray for me, you could pray to me. It's blasphemous if you don't believe, cause I bear the fruit, but not off the tree. But I bear the fruit to show you you're free. Don't pray for me. All the things you wanna say for me, you can say to me. Activate my inner savior. Can't watch you act on your inner nature. I can't watch you slide down that pole. Watch new niggas take you home. I'm here to save your soul and purify you with that role. I can't just sit back and just watch you. You got a heavy burden, I'ma spot you. You feeling sick, I'll be a doctor. I want you to love me. I want you to love me like a God that you ain't never seen. I wanna be to heaven you ain't never been. I wanna purge 11 that's been meddling. Life's a trip, keep you pedaling. Let my love just settle in. I write you letters in cursive. Just let me be the one you worship. Yeah, worship.